It's
Daddy, please, I
The
wish to
retard
buy
noises.
a 10-pound encyclopedia so I can bash my brother's brains in.
Yay!
the book. That's what it's called. The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization.
Oh,
Cool.
It's an illustrated guide on how to rebuild civilization.
there you go. So after the Third World War, good to go.
No, but it's one of those books like that I would have spent. I mean, I would still probably spend like tens of hours, just skimming through every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Cool pictures and lots of info. So, since my boy is almost 4, I feel like I should have something like this in the bookshelf.
So you
In
look
case.
like you're perusing a book, actually reading
No, but like,
word things.
I'm gonna link a couple pictures.
Okay, yeah, sure. We've got time. This is very much a session where we were willing to jump from whatever fucking topic to whatever other fucking topic, so...
The fuck is this?
Hold on. What did you link? Oh, there it is. What?
Attach a
fuck is
cow's
this?
ass into. It's a methane fuel factory, I guess.
Yeah.
How to make biodiesel?
Breaking
Just
it down
attach a
properly.
cow into a thing where it farts into it, apparently, and then you compress it into liquid form.
Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't actually read it. I'm just
Oh.
linking pictures.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I
Yeah,
tried to read it, but the text is too blurry. And yes, I have my glasses on. But
I was gonna joke about it, but I bit my tongue.
no, but
That's
if you
an
zoom in,
actual toilet book, like that you have it in your toilet, and then whenever you go
Oh,
there,
absolutely.
you open a page.
And then blood circulatory system.
For me, it's these books where children have asked questions and sent the questions to like the most known like magazine, news magazine in Finland, and the questions seem simple enough, but then like professors answer them because they're actually very complex what they're trying to ask. And those are once again like a page-long answer, so it's very quick to.
I have a quick question about the cow. I understand that the farts are being collected for the meat. Why is the cow also inhaling the methane?
is it?
Needs it.
Oh, I need to find that page now with the higher resolution. Holy fuck!
Is it inhaling, or is that oxygen so
Well-
it doesn't get killed by the methane if it
are
leaks?
is it feeding it a diet of beans that is farting so much that if you don't give it oxygen, that can't be productive, giving a cow extra oxygen this way? Does a cow breathe out methane through their nose? That's a possibility, I guess.
I don't know. I wish I could read the tiny text next to the cow. I mean, I'm assuming this is a jokey book.
I'm assuming
With some
that as well.
bias.
It's kinda.
Oh god.
Well, unless it's
If
like
that
this
the
is
case,
also.
If that is the case, I now want there to be an apocalypse and the people to survive to have just this book. Just so that they will have a post-apocalyptic society with like Fallout logic.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like it's 10% humor, 90%.
Yeah, it's
informal.
like it's
a little
like
tongue in cheek sometimes.
yeah, yeah. I was about to say it's actual partially applicable knowledge with the tongue in cheek sort of.
Huh.
I hope that the first like page tells that we just want to fuck with you, and 5% of all the information shown here is total bullshit.
It's
Good
just
luck
clearly,
finding out which one.
God damn it.
it's said clearly in the foreword, but they know no one reads that. In fact, that's like the first paragraph of Welcome to the foreword. We didn't think you would actually read this. Most people just skip it. So we'll say it plainly here. The rest of this book is a dope. Do not use this for survival. You will die. In fact, some of these recipes and contraptions will specifically kill you if you try to make them. Also, putting this in the foreword makes us immune to any lawsuits. So, you know, we're having fun with this one. In fact, the third one will just straight up explode your whole house if you build it. We want to thank Gerald for coming up with the exploding cow fart tank. Very creative. And my dog Snuffles for giving me moral support. And then chapter 1, recipes that very definitely work and won't kill you.
Why is there arsenic in this recipe? Why is there so
Why
much arsenic in this one?
Why is there arsenic in the fuel too? Why is there arsenic in how to make leather belts? That doesn't even involve it anyway.
Well, lead paint, I guess this preserves the walls.
Yeah, 101 uses for arsenic. Crossed out how to survive after an apocalypse.
Oh, sniffing glue is good for your health, and you should do it daily.
Special arsenic glue. Did you know cyanide is involved in the production of gold? You should.
Yeah, I mean, I just
gold
like
after the
the pictures mostly. I remember, like, I had something like this as a kid.
Mhm.
And I just remember adoring all the fucking picture work.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you know, grown men are just big kids in many ways. I've seen several books with just some cool pics, and I was like, I should buy that and put it on a display thing.
yeah. Fair.
Never gonna read it, but the pictures are cool. And in case I'm ever standing next to it and bored, well, then you can read it for like 5 minutes. That's most of the shit I buy, by the way. Bought like an engraved, etched copper plaque of some old map because I just saw it and was like, that's a fucking weird thing. You know, not because I'm into that sort of art, just because it's interesting to look at. What am I gonna buy? Another painting of some fucking landscape? I suppose it depends on what kind of house you have. If it's full of boring stuff, you want some really spicy, interesting stuff in there. And if it's already way too busy with all sorts of stuff, then you want something that, you know, calms stuff down.
Just go full overboard. Complete randomness. Join the party.
This is a useful chart for blood transfusions. Yeah, O goes everywhere. And, AB only goes to AB, but B goes to B or AB. A goes to AB or B.
I hope they explain the blood types. That's information you shouldn't give out.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, let's
Yes.
finish this and go back to the thing we were talking about. Last time on Under the Road Trippening, you guys did some stuff in Nevada. It resulted in explosions and a lot of dead people. Like a lot of dead people. Somehow you guys survived, even though there were several volleys of gunfire heading your way.
And Peter didn't need a DM feat to actually live this time.
Yes.
Well, we edited it out, but yeah.
Peter wasn't in a hospital again. You're learning.
I mean, seriously, the few months in a hospital you need when you take serious damage is kind of killer in the mentality that you need, you know, a few weeks and then we move on to the next place. It's, we're
Yeah.
moving on to the next place. Except Peter, he's going to be in the hospital for the next 2 years, learning to walk again.
But then that also adds certain stakes to the game, where it's not
Realism is
just
important.
I'll
Yeah.
just
I mean, time to
yeah,
look
it's
up a new
like
character.
I'm not sleeping over it, and I'll be
Certainly.
good as new.
I think if it had unrealistic resting, like D&D, I'm just going to take a little nap. All right, I'm good. That's silly.
Oh yeah, 4th edition. It was like 5 minutes. I'm full health.
Yep.
Back from the death's door.
It's fine if it's like a war game and you're just moving around puppets, but if you're trying to simulate reality, then it's a little silly.
Yeah, but that's why I also
Jeez.
like the idea of HP in D&D as hit points rather than health points. It's not like it's your stamina and your ability to dodge
Yes.
stuff,
And
evade
morale.
things.
Yeah.
Until that drops, and then you're at the point where you're so finished that the next few hits actually land, and those are the lethal ones.
Yes. Well, the way we did
Sort of
it,
thing.
worked well, which is full
Yeah.
HP, full power, half HP. Now you're, wounded but still operational. 0 HP. Oh, now you have a serious risk of dying and
Yeah.
will suffer consequences most likely. All right, but we're not talking about that right now. We're finishing up the last bit. Let's first focus on what I said. There's a big fucking wall of text of notes, so we
Yeah,
can try to
I might have-
condense this.
I might have killed some people.
Yeah, you might
Okay.
have. You had a truck with a machine gun, and then you decided, I'm going to point it over there and pull the trigger. Somehow,
who's that? Oh, who's that? Dead.
this
Who
is why
was that?
generally you have multiple people staying with the truck or the heavy equipment, as opposed to just one person providing covering fire. But they thought the cops were dead, and they didn't think the locals would just immediately be ready to shoot them in the head, let alone people ready to actively make a counterattack. They probably thought that you guys were inside the compound. So they were flushing you out, the guys that took a shot at them earlier. But you were hiding at the time, so they weren't able to see you as you were just hiding in the town.
Yeah. Too smart.
Everything somehow came up just perfect for you guys. Alright. Let's go through the various things. Relating to Nevada, before we clean up, is there any loose end that you guys say, alright, we gotta pick up this? Definitely. And then we'll go through all the notes.
I mean, the only
You guys
loose
are-
end really is to get the intestines
Yes.
to the Arcanum before they become rotty mess. They are
That's
cooler,
probably good.
but
Mhm.
but
Yes. I take it that you make a phone call.
yeah. I think Marcus and Victor stayed
Protect
behind in
his
Nelson to sort of kill off any legal trails, because just in case the cops, for example, informed that, this kind of a guy was seen in the compound, so he didn't just vanish. I think we talked about that last time. I rolled a 3 successes on law check, so we were like, yeah, he could make a convincing enough story that he was just visiting, sort of thing.
Right. You are given a contact in Vegas that is a delivery driver who will take it and speed it to its location in Texas. You simply hand it off to him. You're told about him. He matches the description. He's like, "Hello, are you Mr. Harris? I'm here to deliver a package."
I think because Victor's staying behind, he would sort of relay the instructions to Peter, who was the driver, as they drove away. So it would be like, Peter, this kind of guy, hand it over.
Yep. someone in a white van in Vegas is like, "Hello, do you have a package? I gotta go deliver it."
You must be the guy.
You just hand him the cooler.
What does he look like? Anything special about this guy?
What does the delivery guy? He looks like he's working this as an Uber job.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, sure. I think I got the stuff for you. Let me check in the back, and I open the. Oh, it's actually under the back seat, not the actual pickup, truck.
Can Marcus sneakily take a photo of the guy?
Sure.
Well,
No problem.
I thought you and I stayed back in Nelson.
I have no clue. I just have to go
You
out.
tell me
for
at this
seconds.
point whether or
I
not
might
you
be.
would.
Well,
join
because
him here.
I'm pretty sure Marcus wanted to stay behind in the shooty area
Yeah, make
to
sure.
do something.
Oh, okay, then that's
That
easy.
does
like
sound
no
like
What you
something.
said last time, of course.
Like no evidence
just-
to stay behind.
Yeah. Accurate. Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Victor
so-
and Marcus would.
You reminded me.
So of course, Peter's once again the guy with the
Mhm.
important job, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, got the stuff for you," and takes the cooler out of the back seat. Just like, you want me to put it in? Open the door, please.
Yeah, Victor would have relayed you the
Oh, yeah.
description of the guy that he was given.
Hey, yo, what?
He trusts as a military guy, you know at least that much as a ranger.
What are you putting in where?
We're
Full
getting,
context.
we are handing over the quest
yes,
item.
yes,
I mean,
yes, yes.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a big gold exclamation mark over his head.
yeah. So, yeah. Peter says, "Please open your back door, and I'll put it in."
Sorry, sir, I do not swing that way.
Right, I will open the back door of
is-
my van for you, sir. Oh, a cooler. Are we delivering a load of food then?
Yes. You could say so. It is organic material.
Ooh, tasty. Organic food, very good.
Might go well with noodles. I don't know, but here we go. You have a
Okay,
good
you
day,
say
sir.
that, but... Oh, joy.
So, where are you delivering this to?
Oh, I have been given an address in Texas, and I'm supposed to just drive it back and forth. Very simple job, pays good, lots of distance.
Right. I'd like to know the address too. I didn't have time to go there, but I might need to at some point.
Oh, sure. He will give you the address. Simply write it down as address from Uber driver in Texas.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah.
Tomorrow in the news.
At this address. Oh yeah. I have the address, which doesn't exist anymore after tomorrow because of things that happen.
Boy.
These scholars are very good with this objects and stuff, it seems.
Boy.
I mean,
Uh,
it's a delivery. Who is he to ask questions? It's probably the most
Exactly.
straightforward way to get something from A to B in this modern age. I mean, he would need to have a specific contact that's trustworthy and has transport available right now in Vegas to get this to Texas as soon as possible. What better way would you propose putting it in the mail?
UPS works.
I think
Maybe
they're
we
gonna
should like a
check.
few armed guards or something like that. If the first minor inconvenience
Send a fucking
wouldn't get it lost.
representative. Holy shit.
Is he made of money?
Calling.
Armed guards are expensive.
No, but just send the fucking member of whatever the association was called. Holy
Well,
shit.
do you have several days? They need to be available and then come over here and pick it up. And then this is in a moment's
So it's
notice.
like 3 people sitting there. Holy shit.
It is.
We don't know.
What did you
don't
think?
know.
I know we don't know.
It's like saying one of you guys, hey, does one of you guys have time to just drive to Texas instantly right now? I mean, arguably you could.
I mean, didn't we just
It's not
do
like
that
we almost all
with
died
Vegas?
because of this package.
You tell me. Going once, going twice, then I'm assuming Peter and Victor will simply hand him the package. He'll load it in the back of his car. He will blow his nose in a dirty handkerchief. And then get in and drive off.
I sent a message to the to our chat like, okay, package delivered. Going to this address, and just openly give the address.
Yeah. And Victor will relate to the Arcanum as he reads it. It's like, package has been sent to this address. Via delivery. Just to verify.
You get a thumbs up reply underneath your text.
Okay. Okay, and he will relay that to our channel. Ding.
Ding.
I said this.
Thumbs up.
Nice thumbs up.
After that,
How do you get that little thing? Like, what is that?
You get a roll eyes emoji.
I actually
it.
don't know if Signal has that same sort of emoji package.
They probably would, because like WhatsApp is basically identical to Signal.
Oh, all right.
I can try it now because I have it.
Oh, well, that's useful.
According to Google, yes, Signal has emojis, which can be accessed through the app's built-in keyboard or the system's keyboard. You can also
Yeah,
use
it's
custom emoji
completely the
reactions
same
on
as-
messages.
Custom.
Like imagine WhatsApp. It works just the same. Like
Okay.
it even looks the same.
Highly secretive, secure network. What do you use it for? Memes.
I mean, well, what? Yeah.
Just memes? Well, very racist memes, but just memes.
And military secrets, but
And also, secrets I'm not allowed to share, and I would be in front of a court in case they ever came out. Which is why it's important they get deleted after a while. I mean, that's happening, I think, right now again, where some guy in the U.S. Department of
war.
State Security or War, and it's like, oh, he was sending messages to his own not ASL account, AD. What the fuck is that internet service called? Something
AOL?
SL. AOL.
AOL.
Yes, that's the one. His own AOL account to try and keep an archive of things.
Yeah, and like accidentally leaking information in a group chat to newspapers, reporters.
Yeah, the usual. Anyway, that's one loose end. And the Arcanum thanks you very much for your service. And that if you ever need any information or help with something you are doing, then they are more than willing to help you, as, they sort of owe you for them. Although, after that, they may once again ask you for your services, or they may contact you in the future if you don't mind.
Yep. Victor's like, we're more than happy to help.
Yes, you are generally on good terms with the Arcanum.
Yeah.
Good to know, since they know a lot about the unknown. Though they're not, any sort of expert. They are as much experts and scholars as you can be in this world, where if you know too much, you'll probably be hunted down and killed. which, let's be fair, there's a good chance people are currently hunting down and killing members of the Arcanum.
Yeah.
Knowing the accurate amount is important. Let's see. Let's go over some things real quick. All right, timeline for how you were doing the day. That's probably not important, right? That can go. Saturday, plan sniper, plan nail board. You never ended up using the nail board.
I don't
I'm
remember
sure.
a nail board.
I wasn't
No,
sure if we
Peter
had
said
it,
they
so I kind of forgot to.
Wait,
oh
nail
yeah,
board?
and besides we had the the explosion stuff. So I was like, okay, let's not go overboard
Yes, you sort of doubled down.
game-wise. yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Going double down means I have another reason to roll some stuff and be like, oh, yep, it didn't work.
Wait, nail board? Remind me.
Never mind. It's not important anymore.
Like what cups used to pop tires, right?
Yes. And if you had done
Oh,
that, decent
right.
chance that one of the cars would have just stopped and unloaded on you for a prolonged period, but who knows? The planning for that particular day,
One
no
of
longer
those.
relevant. No longer relevant. Let's keep some tokens. Yep, ready. This is all double. All right, good. This is cleaned up. Research. People going missing. Area 51. Victor looking into gangs. I think that's all old information at this point. I don't suppose you have any particular thing relating to Area 51 or Marcus's dealings that you were dealing with, or something relating to that video that you found that you would want to follow up with?
I don't think so. I think it was like maybe just something that happened and there was no interest to follow up with it. Marcus at least has no motivation to do so.
Then
Well, I mean, considering it's like a military base, like maybe not. Something to put behind your ear and,
Yeah.
keep looking clues for sure, but like,
what are you going to do? Break into a military base? Probably not
yeah,
the sanest
yeah,
idea.
probably not. Yet.
Yeah, yet. You say that as if you're going to level up. This is not D&D. You're not going to ascend to a higher power level all of a sudden.
Uh-huh.
Regardless of the little tidbits I might be sprinkling on you.
Uh-huh.
You say, but what is this? Uh-huh.
If you say so, okay.
Let's see, there's some following notes. Did we ever follow up
It's
on
discovered
Marcus's
by
thing where the
cops.
prisoners kept dying? Some monster being in there.
It's fine. Maybe in the later time I get
Okay.
like a call from my ex-colleagues like whining for help, but that's maybe a problem for the
Okay.
next year or so.
Because now
Is
is very much the time where if you have a, let's call it a personal quest, or some aspect that you feel deserves some attention, now is very much the time for it. Let's go over the rest of the
Yeah.
notes. Next quest, well, something Utah. And maybe if anyone else has any suggestions of things that they think deserve attention at this session or next session, then say so now. Okay, then we'll just proceed until someone does or doesn't say something. Let's see. Some notes. Garlic, conflicting information. Is that something we keep? Let's keep it for now. Portland. I think
that-
Portland can go. Flamethrower. I think that one can go. Tunnels can go.
No. I have the flamethrower mats in my trunk. Okay. What do you mean it can go?
One more Control Z.
So that was the previous notes we had on that. All right.
Yeah,
let's,
that was the-
flame.
Well, wasn't that the
parts
flamethrower
in
test?
Trunk. That was for the
I mean,
test.
but this is the 2.0
Yes,
flamethrower.
this is,
Yeah.
all right, let's just keep that one as a note. Flamethrower parts in front. Victor's apartment, Lovejoy Station. Sure, let's keep
I
that
imagine
one as a
that
thing.
was.
Lovejoy Station.
I sort of thought since we left Oregon that we sort of, at least the idea was that once we're done with Oregon, he's gonna
Sell the
cut
apartment.
off that. Yeah, well, I imagine it was rental,
Yeah.
so he would just say off the lease.
If you say so, it's
So-
gone.
Yeah, he wouldn't have an apartment.
Let's see.
That's why he has his sewing machine and his spare clothes kits and everything in the car at the moment. So it's like, I'm a
Homeless
hobo
bros.
now. Yeah, I'm a hobo with pecs now.
No, you're all hobo maxing
Oh, except Peter, he has a home.
somewhere. I think he was living with his parents in.
No.
With
I have
place.
my own
Oh,
farmhouse-ish place.
He
like
lives in
this.
Bend.
rich YouTuber.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Marcus has some sort of a home.
Yes.
He has a family.
Notes
so-
on Geraldo's lair. That seems pointless at this point.
Yeah.
Appearing in the
He
canals.
moved out of it.
That's pointless. Nelson Cutoff Road. That seems pointless. Owl is running at you in the hills. Yep, that's gone. Nighttime owl thing. It's blown up, so I think that's gone.
Yay. Yep.
Next up, ask Marcus to check the drone footage of the owl thing, playback, so we can prove to our employers. You sort of already did that.
Yeah.
Do you send the
we
Arcana
reported
anything
them.
additional you have on the creature? Just, here you go, here's all the stuff we recorded, or do you keep that for yourself?
Yeah, Marcus gonna like basically like just download like a VeraCrypt container and like put like a 16 like a simple password on it and throw all the shit he has related to anything supernatural on it and put it on a USB stick.
Victor will ask for copies of that for his own laptop where he keeps his own like growing compilement of whatever we face. But Victor would have given as much of a detailed account as he can, which is the what we learned from Michael, aka that the Stegini during the daytime resembled a sleeping, heavily scarred teenager, with parentheses dead, or a living dead. And then a description of the transformation, as well as information that it needs to be fed hearts daily, question mark?
Description of the stuff in.
Yeah, anything we
Vegas.
learned from Michael,
Let's
the,
call
the,
it
the feeding and everything. He would give everything that we found out.
Does
Right.
Victor have any point on security, by the way?
No.
Okay, so
As we learned when-
Marcus agrees, but he says that this has to be done with his way. So he's basically setting up
Sure.
like a similar setup on Victor computer, and like very sternly tell him to like always keep the stuff in that container and always close after you stop working on it, and never have online connection on doing that and stuff like that.
I mean, okay.
Does Victor
It's
actually
basically
do
like
that?
if some lawman like finds your laptop with that stuff inside, you might end up in prison by accident.
Oops.
Why? Because they find an owl guy.
Well,
And
who
no
knows what kind of
witches.
shit we are going to write there later on.
That's true.
It's either the mental institution or prison, most likely.
Yeah. I mean,
mean-
it's an AI video.
You haven't seen my compilation on sex magic, so
35
institution it
gigs
is.
of AI generated sex magic.
no, there's no videos. It's just text files. But
So you want to learn the secrets of the dark arts? Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Turn
So we know
slowly
what
to
it is.
camera.
why not?
All right, let's see. Stuff you did in Nevada, asking for leads, yeah, that's gone. Meeting in Laughlin, no, that's gone. Marcus PowerPoint presentation, that's gone. The crime reporter thing, yeah, that's gone. Drug contact, grips, bloods, questions. Why is there a truce? Anything suspicious with the dead bodies? I think that's all gone. Let's see. Plan.
You just save save it and I start a new like a work board or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can go to a new page, I guess, but
Might be easier.
might be easier. But we're also going to lose a bunch of shit. So I'm just making sure that we keep the notes we think are important and giving us an opportunity to just sort of review things. Plan for the, let's see, beers, license plates, go to the gangs. Yeah, I think that's all done. Arrive in Vegas. Marcus was a street performer. I imagine you're taking some weeks.
I don't think
to
that
sort
ever
of-
happened.
I mean, Marcus? No, Victor was a street
Victor
performer.
was.
Yes.
Playing Frozen and Encanto or whatever that thing is called.
Sure. He was giving off-brand, almost Disney character sort of performances on
Yes. We'll need to sort whatever the new situation is. I'm imagining you're going to take a month, maybe in your current
Lawsuit
setup,
following up
before you
later in
move on
mail.
to the next one. Yes. At some point, Disney contacts you and goes, stop. And you go, no, I'm going to keep doing it. And then the next time you're out on the street, there's a man with a gun there pointing it at you going, stop.
There's a giant mouse.
He
Don't
has
fuck with
Oswald ears
Disney.
on. The mouse has asked me to make you stop. Oh!
Where's my money, Goofy? Oh.
Oh. Did I say I was kidding?
Oh, that reminds me of the.
It's legally
Iceland.
distinct characters.
Yes.
The Ice Queen.
Legally distinct Frozen.
Yeah, exactly.
The planet Vegas, I think that's also gone for now. You
Yeah,
all
I
had
think-
something that made you stable and allowed you to work for a period and have a place you could stay in. All right, good. Miscellaneous tidbits that you found. The disappearances, Samuel Hawking's journalist dead, died from an overdose. I think many of these are also just kind of backstories. I haven't been updating that, so that's gone. Supernatural sightings, Mothman, Bug-Eyed. I think that's pointless.
Where are we going now?
No, this is old notes. I'm just clearing up stuff so that we don't have a bunch of stuff that confuses us. Plan,
Right.
Crater Lake. Yeah, okay, it's not Otter Rock. No longer applicable. It's gone. This thing. What is this? Character creation. That one gets to stay. Anything left in this town? We're done. We're done. So I think this part is on. Disappearances. Samuel Hawking, journalist, out of an overdose. I think this one's just done. Too.
Yeah, that was the
Let's
very first
clean up.
one, yeah.
Let's fucking clean up properly. This is all core mechanics and whatnot. So a lot of this just let's shrink it down and keep it around in case I need another similar thing, just as memories of stuff we've done. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Okay. And then there's all of this shit from Vegas. It felt like Nevada took longer than the other ones. Or at least had more shit
Yeah.
happen.
More shit happened. I don't know if it took longer.
Who knows?
Well, I think it's also because it was on a kind of a larger area.
Maybe.
So a larger part of it is trying to find.
It was less
the things.
straightforward. It was a lot of time trying to figure out what was happening.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, that does describe pretty much everything we have encountered so far also.
I suppose.
90% of
Figuring
the time
out.
we spent, figuring out what the fuck is going on.
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of the soul of this system, though. Is we are hunters.
Oh,
we don't know what
absolutely,
we're
yeah.
dealing with, and we know we are far more vulnerable than they are.
Yes, you know that
So-
there's something spooky happening, and you know that you want to deal with it. That's about it.
Yep. And it can probably deal with us far easier if we are poorly prepared. So.
Mm-hmm. Like, how do you deal with a monster where you only know some tidbits? Well, you get it to trust you, and then you happen to stumble into a truck with a machine gun nearby, and you kill a bunch of them, and then you run off, shitting and giggling. Whee! Something like that. All right.
Yeah.
That cleans that up. That means we are now in the, let's call it a month-long period where you guys are trying to avoid police questions. Now, Marcus has taken the time to clean up and answer any police questions and make sure they are not suspects. I believe we already did the role last time, and otherwise I'm willing to waive it simply because of your skills in this. You talked to the police, you told them what you have seen and that you were visitors, and make sure that you say everything in a way where you are not suspects that this
Absolutely.
gang rolled up and seemed to have beef with the people here. As far as I
Yeah,
can
the
tell.
Victors, they were helping him.
Mhm.
That was the 3 successes was his law roll last time to
Yes.
be able to sort of give accounts that implicate us. He was around, but he had
Yes.
nothing to do with it.
In particular, I mean, the big question that they have is if you are simply trekking through the country, why did you end up befriending these people and staying with them for a while?
To which, well, like Victor gave the statement to the first cops who interviewed him, he's like, well, he's on a cross-check country. He's interested in chasing supernatural in the form of myths and legends, and well, there are certain cultural things about Native Americans that he was particularly interested in. There was a compound here, and he came to visit, and they welcomed him in.
Fair enough. However, it is a little suspect that immediately afterwards this compound was attacked by a bunch of gang members that afterwards seemingly died, and they're trying to establish the cause of death for all of them. They do have questions. It seems like some of these were shot from the truck with the machine gun there, and they can't quite figure out why that would have happened. Do you happen to know, since you were there?
Well, Victor can give the truthful account of, no, I was hiding in and he pointed to the building where he was hiding before things got so violent that I ran into the desert. And he explains truthfully that he was helping one of the guys in the compound to collect possessions so that they could run away, but the guy decided to join in the fray. There was some sort of feud apparently that this family had with one or gangster or another, and it boiled over.
Do you happen to know, asked the police officer, where the grandmother went?
And he truthfully
Supposedly
answers,
an old grandmother lived here and we have no sign of her.
and he verifies that yes, there was an old grandmother, and he has not seen her since since it all started. And he recounts the rain dance
Blame it
rite.
on her. Blame it on her.
Rain dance rite that they were doing before everything began, and he hasn't really seen her since. But that
You're questioned several times, you give the same story.
Yeah.
And they are mostly confused by the whole incident, but because it also involved a large number of gang members, many of the police are just willing to write it off as gang or drug-related violence. Perhaps the family there was involved in drug business, is the working hypothesis. Because of that, after you simply spend some time being questioned, you are no longer a suspect. Marcus also has done what he can in the town. Although multiple townspeople are questioned, Marcus manages to ultimately evade detection. Though there is mention of some visitors that were in town around the same time, but there are also lots of tourists here, so you're not particularly a person of interest.
Yeah.
When the gunfire starts, many people just sort of ducked away.
Yeah.
And they are more than happy that the gangsters that killed several cops are also dead. So all in all, they are more than happy to say, good, they're dead. I guess they killed each other, and then the grandma that maybe killed some of them ran off. Well, we'll go look for her.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of it. Although they do thoroughly question you, you have a backstory that is fairly clean up to this point, so they have nothing that they can pin on you or treat you as a suspect for.
Yeah.
After that, the incident in Nevada is largely dealt with some weeks later.
Marcus will quit his job like in a way that it doesn't bring any heat, and in a way that maybe I have like a new contact there or something
Yes.
like that in the future.
A month
So
or
not
so
burning any
has
bridges.
For the purpose of determining whether or not you actually expand your contacts here or not, would you mind giving me a charisma streetwise check? DC 8.
Yeah.
That is to see whether or not you actually gain something here or whether or not it's just neutral.
Okay. Roll 20 is stuck.
Yeah, of course it is. Want me to roll 6 dice for you?
Yeah, if you can, please. Yeah.
6 dice, DC 8. That is 1 success, 2 success, 3 successes. Wow. All right, well, lucky.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. That means that Marcus's network of people he knows in the not quite criminal underworld, white collar business criminal underworld, actually expands slightly. You have on your sheet some background, right, for contacts?
Yeah, I should have Marcus knows at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually allow you to increase that to 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because you have consistently spent some time in simply working on that. Also, you take some time to rest up. Everyone who has wounds at this point, let's say, we're taking a month. I don't think anyone's wounded enough for this to be an issue. And because this adventure was largely completed with all the bonus objectives and whatnot done as well, go ahead and add 6 experience for everyone.
Nice.
Oh shit.
That's good.
So, 6 XP, heal up.
14 unspent points. Woo!
Why do you not spend them? Fucking
Hey,
spend them!
we have. Hey,
Because
I'm not at
he
a,
hasn't had
I'm not at a
improvement
hospital.
in skills.
I'm not at a hospital, and so we have a month. So let's practice that targeting.
Yeah,
Let's
but
you
you're
at least to
elsewhere.
firearms.
I
Well,
guess
not
we
for the
meet up.
whole
I guess we
month, I
meet.
don't
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because you need, I think, 5 points to learn a completely new skill, right?
I think it's 3.
Really? 3?
3
Yeah,
for the
it's 3
first
points to
one,
learn a
2 for
new
the second
skill.
one.
Yeah, and then it's 2 for the next one
2
because
for
it's
next level,
always
and then
doubled.
3 for
Yeah.
level 3.
No 4.
It's
double the
a current
level?
rating times 2.
Oh.
So
the
3
current.
for the first point and 2. So it's 2 times 1 for the,
Oh,
the
it's 2 times
second
the
point.
double rating. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was like the level you were learning.
No, it's twice your
for
current
the
skill
future
level.
point or the previous point. Like
It's
if
the
I
current
raise
point.
from 2 to 3.
If you go from 2 to 3, then it's double the current point, so double 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4 points, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, and then from 3
Yeah,
to
it's
4 would
3,
be 6
3,
points.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, it's 3, 2, 4, 6 is the
Yeah.
the prices.
Well, as talked about,
It's some logical limit that I can actually like raise the points, like let's say
I think
like a
4
point per month
requires
or
you to
something.
be a.
Minimum.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you have
That
5
way.
points and you want to go to 6 points, that's not really realistic because you need such a fuck ton
Yeah.
of points.
So
Most of my skills are 1 or 2 points, so
Yeah, well, then you can
Yeah.
upgrade many of them.
3
Yeah.
is like good enough for your profession, and with 4 plus, you actually get to pick a specialization.
Mm.
So you pick, for example, for my
Mhm.
perception.
Yes.
I think. No, my dexterity. For my dexterity, I have put like sniper rifle. So when I'm aiming down sights and actually sniping somebody, I get to like my dice explode. So yeah, whenever you get something like that, you get exploding dice.
Yes, which means that
Or
on a
some
10,
specific thing.
you roll an additional dice.
Yeah, and keep the 10. Yeah.
Yes.
okay, sounds good. I'm gonna like raise my subterfuge from 3 to 4 in
Sounds
that
good.
case.
Yeah. That sounds good.
My first 4.
And as talked about before, I will take a point of awareness because we start to be aware of the.
That
Yes.
is true. Yeah.
Many scenarios have popped up where people need to be aware of the supernatural, and you sort of need a sense for that, and just perceiving it isn't good enough. You need to sense it.
Yeah, I'll take awareness as well, especially considering pictures more. I think
Then I don't need to.
I don't want to say he's the most curious about these things, but he's constantly looking for them. So
Not craft, drive. Yeah, drive.
we drive good.
Remember how much is attribute points?
3. It's multiplied by 3.
By 3.
Was it
Okay.
3? Sorry, attributes is 4. It's
4.
multiplied by
Makes
4.
sense.
Current rating times 4. So yeah, that's a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
But then they are
Have a lot
far
of
more
stuff.
powerful. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no. Once we meet up, Victor is willing to maybe earn another pip into his firearms. He's got 1 at the moment, so.
Mark is going to do the same, raising the 2.
Okay, you can both come with me. How's your eyesight? I'd need a.
I'll join the shooting club.
Okay, everybody's in. Well, great. It's like boot camp all over again. I got to learn how to actually. No, I didn't. Never mind. I was private. So, yeah. Just like they taught me.
Private as in daddy paid a distractor?
What? Private?
Or-
Like no. Private like just the lowest rank there is.
Oh, well, it's a good thing we're not in the military. Let's just put out the target and shoot that.
Anyway, first you need to learn how to handle the weapon, and
Just
But
to
anyway,
see how it goes to set the tone, you take him to a range somewhere.
Us.
Give him the revolver.
I think everyone's with him.
And tell him to fire a few times. Could you add the skill points, please, with your experience points? And then make a roll with it, just to sort of see how good of a shot you are naturally. Dexterity, firearms.
This is a
after you've
good one.
added some
Yeah.
So with the current level?
Well, after you've added the experience, please.
Oh, so we can raise them to 2 and then
Yes.
we see how good that. Okay. So that would be 2 more points. Still have 9 left.
Mm-hmm. Why do you have so many
Firearms.
target points?
Because I haven't
There we
used
go.
them.
That's what we fucking want. Marcus, what are you rolling for?
The shooting,
The pew pews.
guessing.
Is Marcus also training himself in firearms? Also, you're muted.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah, everyone is.
The very first thing I'm actually gonna roll is my. I'm not gonna use it for this, but who knows? Because I now remember it. I'm gonna roll for my foresight. I'm gonna roll for my foresight. Ooh, 2. But anyway, then the pew pew. Dex firearms, pool mod no, difficulty 6.
My goodness. You're a good shot.
As Marcus is at the range, he manages to just shoot a shot and end up shooting Peter in the foot.
Again. Yep,
Oh, that is a botch. You're right. That is a botch.
it is.
As he doesn't pay attention to who's on the range at any particular time. But it's Peter, so he heals quite fast during the following weeks.
Yeah, Marcus is very, very apologetic.
Yeah, Bruno
Gotta
and
be
Victor both show that they
careful.
are in fact capable of hitting the broadside of a barn.
Nice.
And as opposed to last time, you all actually have some firearm defenses now.
Yay!
Okay, so Bruno, you're great. Victor, you're doing good. Hey, Marcus,
That's
about
my fucking
the,
foot!
stop! Oh, I don't know what they shout in English.
I imagine you would just be yelling, ouch!
But you do
Yeah.
like the first thing when somebody is like waving the gun dangerously to
Yeah,
the
with
side,
the finger on the trigger.
you first like shout like stop or whatever it is in English.
The term is
He shouts like
flagging.
stop, and then straight to his leg. Ah, god damn it!
You startled him.
Might have been. And then afterwards, like this takes like a lot of time, right? So at some point he's like, "Hey, Marcus, how about you come? I need to train somebody to be my spotter. So could you be the one? I'd like to have you nearby." Believe it or not.
Yeah, Marcus, he gets a drift and is happy to at least not to make a more of a fool of himself today.
And
I think I need some
yeah.
extra lessons, back to basics, so to say.
Yeah. So yeah, what Peter tries to do is train Marcus to like when you take real long shots with sniper rifles, it's easier when there's somebody else checking like the range and stuff like that, and you
And
just
the wind
consider
and stuff like that.
yeah, wind and stuff like an assistant basically for the shot. So
We need to buy you a rangefinder. It's a technical device that actually does this also. You actually don't need a second person. Of course, it's good to have two pairs of eyes, but we are in a 21st century. Let's do this easily. But please, teach me the basics. This is actually interesting.
okay, sure.
You all spend some time as the experienced military man teaches you the basics of using your firearms. At this level, you should all have gone from either competent to skilled, or doesn't know what they're doing to no longer a danger to themselves and others. Considering how many creatures and people so far you have encountered that can just be shot, this is probably a good investment. Though you are also fully aware that there are lots of things in this world where the firearms just do nothing. But it's better than nothing. Considering how many things can just be shot, probably a good investment. Alright. With that sorted, important question. I'm going to assume you're not immediately jumping to go to Utah. Let's make sure that we have exhausted the list of things that are currently on your mind for loose ends. I don't think there's any loose ends so much in Nevada, but let's just check. Any loose ends in Nevada? Besides what I think is Pex just doing a fuckload of drugs.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that earlier, but I mean, I guess it's given.
Any particular plan with the fuckload of drugs? Because with that, you are effectively entering your dream state however long you care for, and I imagine that's going to have some consequences on your psyche.
Victor urges you to try out if you can use it as a stealth mechanism.
Right.
How close can you be within the waking world?
Yeah, we did discuss this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I should try that, yeah.
Yes. Though granted, when you are using drugs to do it, because you are also drugged up, much of your body and mind prefers to just sit there and focus on the dream as opposed to doing something productive with your invisibility.
Fair.
As for the exact effect it has on you, I mean, it's comparable in many ways to simply having a really good time. It is a little private world where you are in complete creative control. And the amount of creativity flowing through you while you are in that is almost astronomical. Comparable to, going through a museum of the finest masterpieces. You briefly think of stuff like, wouldn't it be cool if something like this, and as if an AI assistant pops into being and helps you fill in all the really cool stuff. Except, without all the shitty bits where you see 5 pinky fingers and then 5 ring fingers, and you're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. A third leg bent weird. Everything is just as you would like it. But that also means that when you inevitably come down from your drugs and experience the real world again, it just seems so much more mundane and dull that after your little binge for a prolonged period of time, when I imagine the supply of drugs you have is somewhat running dry after a month or so.
Yeah.
You find yourself almost incapable of being stimulated by the real world anymore.
Victor's keeping a hair growth diary on Pex while he's doing this during the month as well.
What does that mean?
Well, if this thing is similar to or originates from or is native to the Big Feet, he just wants to observe and keep a diary, sort of rough estimation whether or not
Becoming a Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or not he's starting to show signs of either the green spreading or excess body hair growth or any sort of transformation slowly taking place the longer he spends in this state.
You're
exploring
telling
this
me
power.
that you are spending time next to him as he is in this state or out of it. A semi-large
Well, I
amount
imagine
of time.
with those drugs, he spends hours of our time in that state.
It's
So
fine. You're
once or
spending
twice
more
a
than
day he
just
goes.
day. You're spending and you're regularly writing and you're trying to describe.
Yeah, he's going to
stuff.
check no changes. I don't know.
Would you describe? Yes, you would, obviously, because you do clothing and whatnot. Victor as a creative person.
Yeah.
Pex, somewhere near the end of that month, you will start experiencing sort of, not withdrawals, but let's call it creativity withdrawals, where the normal world just seems so fucking dull, and you are eager to see a masterpiece of sorts that is of the same level as you have been experiencing. And Victor is writing stuff, and I imagine during that week also occasionally doing his business of making clothing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Absolutely.
During your time, Pex, you would realize that you could probably, in a bout of inspiration that you yourself have, that you could probably nudge Victor, because you've had so many different instances of fueling this creativity, right? You could, with the right words, the right setting, almost hypnotic, you could fuel Victor to sort of go into overdrive with his own creativity, to create something of that level that you've been experiencing all this time. You could stimulate him to do that.
Yeah.
Is that something you would want to do?
Yes, I would definitely want to try. I mean, anything to make this, regular fucking boring existence a bit more
Yeah, and you spend
interesting.
an amount of time with Victor as you just sort of coach him through the process as he is creating his clothing. Clothing or writing, which is it? Which would you prefer?
Oh, I imagine Victor's crafts is mainly like clothes and costumes
All right.
sort of thing.
As he guides you through this for a prolonged period, the process of you working, you find yourself inspired and filled with this creativity and drive, as if your muse is whispering to you. But it's at an accelerated pace, and afterwards, you create something that is truly beautiful. Let's call it a masterpiece. But afterwards, due to this accelerated rate, afterwards, you feel spent. In the weeks afterwards, and however much longer, at least the entire Utah adventure, and who knows after, your creativity is utterly lacking. You don't know where the fuck it went. The thing you created was wonderful, but you've lost a point of craft permanently.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
Wow, I got your negative side effects. Since Victor is quite engaged in this whole thing that Pex is going on, can he link those two in any way?
You've been studying him for some while, so I imagine you're talking about this for a prolonged period of time as you're studying. So you would have heard him talking about stuff. Like, oh, it's all so vivid and it all just clicks together perfectly. Especially when he's, talking to you. Give me an intelligence occult check. However, DC 8. This is not a topic you know about, but you are studying it.
Can I use my foresight for this?
Sure. Let's say you're studying it, which allows the foresight advantage.
Yeah. The second roll.
Was that the foresight roll?
That was the first one. I get 2 rolls. 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, I mean, you didn't roll the amount of foresight you have, I think.
Oh, I rolled that earlier.
Well, that was on a different...
That was before the gunshots.
Oh, before... Oh, all right. Well, good enough. If you still had foresight rolls, then you use them here, I guess.
Well, it's for the session.
Yes.
Foresight works for the session.
I didn't register the amount you had rolled there. It's
right.
fine.
I rolled 2. Yeah.
You have them. Then this is your second one. You.
Oh no, this is my first use of it today. This session.
You are aware that there are supernatural creatures in this world. You know very little about them exactly. That sort of feed off creativity. And while you don't know a lot about them, you know that this is a trait of something generally grouped together and called the Fae. And you have heard stories that
Oh, God damn it.
creativity
I fucking knew it.
is something that is like a food source to them.
So, okay. Well, I mean, this Pex doesn't hate the Fae, so...
Well, I mean...
Yet.
as Victor puts these together, you will hear, he will tell you that as Victor has been suspecting, your power seems to be Fae originated. And it seems like you have the ability to inspire, and like the talk that we had and the thing that I did by being feeling exhausted, and it seems Fae originated, and to a degree you have to be very careful with it, because it seems you also somehow feed on other people's creativity now, so you're on your way to becoming a supernatural Fae creature. With that ability.
How the fuck do I get rid of it?
I don't think you can. unless it's cutting off that green hand of yours. But I think that might just be a physical manifestation of something that's might be in your mind. Could be something's taken residence in there, or I don't really know because I don't know how it
me,
works.
as far as I know.
Yeah, but there might be a fey thing living in your brain
Right.
for all we know.
Have you noticed me like doing anything weird?
You mean
Well, I mean,
besides
apart
taking
from you-
buckets full of drugs and being drugged out for like a month as you were turning invisible?
Apart from you going invisible, hard to detect like a Bigfoot. And the other night when we were talking and I was sort of sewing and like, let's be honest, for someone who's complaining that they're so bored and creatively stunted all of a sudden, you gave me the idea to make, and he shows the gun like this.
Pretty cool.
But after that, I've been spent like I can't literally come up with anything new after that. It's like, I don't know. It almost feels like you gave me the best idea and that sort of drained me. Dry, sort of. Like, I've had a creative roadblock before, but this is something else. And it's sort of, all of this together sort of resonates with some things I know about Fae, who are creatures of creativity and sort
So
of
you're telling
whimsy and
me-
fantasy.
So what you're trying to tell me is like,
You have a Fae infection of sorts.
fuck.
I think the more you use that dream power, the closer you get. The closer you are to becoming Fae affiliated.
What does that mean?
It grows. It's a Fae power that grows, and you need to be careful with it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to fill me in with like some stories or information, background, your occult knowledge on thing. Like, what does it exactly mean? What are these fake creatures?
Well, in mythology, Fae creature, elves, fairies, gnomes,
hate
mushroom
gnomes.
circles, leprechauns.
Yeah, those two.
Mhm.
Yeah, but in general, Fae creatures. How should I put this? In general, Fae creatures are sort of masters of illusion and fantasy and beautiful things, but they always exact a price. They never do anything for free. To get something from the Fae, you always lose something.
Well,
They
you are
are-
talking about a bunch of stuff based on your meta knowledge here.
Well, I mean, it's I think everyday knowledge that someone in 2024 with a surface scratch
Yes,
that I have.
you are now giving IRL surface knowledge, indeed.
Yeah, like Victor would probably have deeper knowledge. This is what I have as IRL surface scratch. This is what you can basically draw from Wikipedia or anywhere, like based on a few surface scratches of folklorish tales of the Fae. Like that's what I as a player have to give. Victor probably with those two successes has deeper knowledge, but I as a player don't have that. Is where I was coming from, which is why I dared to tell that.
Yes. This topic can be researched further, but would take time.
Yeah.
So
But basically,
something I
what
need to
Victor's trying to
research.
say is, as he sees it at the moment, I mean, I'm assuming that is what Victor, with those two successes, concluded is that, or sort of noticed that Pex is to a degree capable of influencing others, but it exacts a price. With his being experiencing the worst
Did anything
creative block
happen
he
to
has.
me other than regular world seeming so fucking dull?
Wait, what?
Did anything like happen to me? mechanically, or am I just a
Mechanically,
sucking monster?
mechanically, after this thing was created, first off, you have a masterpiece which is useful if you want to, sell it or use it for influence.
Oh, he would.
Yes.
He would absolutely.
So don't forget that you have created a
Yeah.
masterpiece of clothing which rivals, like, some Gucci piece that you might have somewhere, as far as design goes. And you, Pax, would see this, creation, and it would give you the same high as, taking copious amounts of drugs. For you, you can easily just enter your little invisible state at least once, just enjoying this. Mechanically speaking, it means you can go invisible once without using your conviction for it.
Conviction.
Okay, gotcha. So I sucked his points for invisibility
Pretty
mechanically.
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Purely mechanically
Which
speaking,
yeah.
but it's much
Yes,
more
yes,
than
yes.
mechanically.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But like the thing that I was going with Victor's question is, does he put two and two together that it was Pex with his talk influencing this, and then the following absolute creative roadblock are like two and two together, where
I think you're taking that as a whole picture. Like, something is weird with you. What is this exactly? What is this infallibility? What is this drug-fueled binge that you're doing? Why are you suddenly whispering in my ear? That's what the check is for. And then you put that together, and then you start reading the books, and you're like, well, that is sort of associated with this. None of the books on the occult you have are really deep enough, but you've put two and two together that it's him doing a thing to you. Even though he might not know exactly what it is, and you certainly don't know exactly what it is, but you have some vague associations right now that something fucking happened there.
Right, but him going to Pex, like, okay, it seems instead of just you going in there, you seem to be able to somehow influence people, and if this is Fey related, it probably also exacts a price from that person, hence my current creative roadblock that is worse than I've ever had. So be careful with this. Because it's not just you anymore. You have managed to, you can now sort of, it's either grown or you have learned a new trick, but you are influencing people outside.
Yeah, and
Like-
while I would personally not frame it exactly in the same way, you are free to talk in that way with Pex because you have the information you have.
Yeah, well, that's what he would phrase it as, based on his knowledge of the Fae and what is generally available even to us non-awakened mortals, is
Granted,
that
you want to research this
Fae pacts. Yeah, but Fae pacts, according to general knowledge, comes with a price. So be very careful, because this is what it seems like at the moment. So, you're becoming what we hunt. Especially you, be very careful with this.
Kill everything that is even remotely non-human. Racks shotgun, looks in mirror. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. But considering Pex is late, like, oh, well, they could all be supernatural. Let's kill the entire compound. Victor's like, you have started to exert supernatural influence over other people. Be very careful with it.
Pex with a machine gun in hand. Oh no, he looks like a gangster to me. How terrible. Actually, your eyesight means that you could perfectly just see him. Oh no, I can perfectly see him. How terrible.
Yeah. But considering the direction where Pex is going, Victor is very straightforward with you in that you seem to be exerting some sort of Fey influence. And it exacts a price of other people. So be very careful with how you use this dream thing of yours, because it's not just in your head anymore.
Okay. With that part done, assuming that the two of you don't have anything in particular in Nevada or other open ends that you would spend, let's say, this month on, then let's go to Marcus and Peter. The two of you, either solo or together, what would you be spending this recuperation month on? Are you there, Miro?
Yeah,
Matthias?
I'm thinking. So, how
Yes, sir.
How expensive are night vision goggles?
I don't know.
Next
What can you find
question.
online?
I just realized. Yeah.
I mean, you have more than enough money, so I can't imagine they're a big problem for you to get. I don't know. What does Walmart charge for night vision goggles? Fuck it. Night vision goggles Walmart.
$55.
Oh my
off.
god, Walmart has night vision goggles. Of course they do.
I'm sure that there's a lot of difference from like a 55
what
to
the
like
fuck?
1,000, depending on the size and the.
I'm opening the picture for this because this is. Why did they market it like this? The Camp Park night vision goggles, and it's a picture where there's just this deer plastered on it, jutting out
Yeah.
of the thing.
I found the same thing. Yeah.
It's for hunters. It's a hobby thing.
I suppose. I mean, they're not going to put a guy hunting a vampire on it, are they?
I hope the technology has advanced some.
God, that's
Like I was
very
wearing some of those in the military, and they were awful at that time. But that was 20 years ago.
This is less than $100. Really?
Yep. They seem to be pretty cheap.
Hmm.
That night vision can't
Because-
possibly be the infrared vision. 1,000 something feet.
Most likely very cheap technology.
Maybe the technology is just
Well,
become a lot cheaper these days. I remember this being way more.
Well,
expensive.
every Chinese, like a CCTV camera, nanny camera, everything comes with a night vision. Of course, different
Yeah, I
technology,
suppose
but
that is true.
yeah. Maybe equal.
So I'll
So
buy
I think that
a round of.
the heat vision is more expensive. Like if you want to get the heat vision and not the night
Let-
vision.
Well, this one comes
Okay,
with
what-
infrared. That's heat vision, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'll buy a round of those for every one of
Yeah,
us.
okay.
One for everybody.
I guess everyone adds just add this particular one: night vision goggles, 4K, the 48 MP night vision binoculars, 10x zoom, something battery card. What the
And
fuck?
Could you
Let's
post
get to
it somewhere?
the rangefinder as well.
I
It's
bought
be
a
expensive either.
camera only like 10, I guess it's longer now, years ago. That was like 3 times this price. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Shocking.
The fuck's happened to technology in the last few years, man?
Like we sold a handheld video camera like like a year or two ago for like 3 times that money, and it was used.
What the fuck, man? I mean, maybe this really is just a cheap piece of shit, but yeah.
That's probably.
You're buying it for everyone, and now I guess I will roll. And is it a cheap piece of shit? 4. It's slightly less than optimal, but it's not a cheap piece of shit that's just gonna fall apart. You get what you pay for. It's binoculars. It has thermal. The quality isn't great, but it'll do.
Yep.
You know, the 4K works way better when you're just using it as regular binoculars as opposed to really zoomed in. When you zoom in, things just get all pixelated and whatnot, but they work.
I put in night vision goggles.
Yeah, I guess
really
everyone
easy
here
enough.
has night vision binoculars now.
Let's get also that $84 rangefinder for Peter.
Yeah, let's just, add it as well. It's fine. It's come up a few times.
Yep.
So just add that. But more importantly, besides the shopping trip, unless there's other stuff that you really want to, jot down on your character sheet, that's perfectly fine. Stuff that you spend the month on, loose ends, quests, things with your family that you think are important to take care of right now. Character motivations, that sort of thing.
Marco's gonna spend a good amount of time of thinking of a good, a bit valuable a present for his son from Las Vegas, and he's going to send it with the notes, hoping to start communication again. Maybe being able to get things a bit warmer with the ex-wife and such forth. So I'm gonna pick a present for the son and also for the mother. Nothing creepy, and he's using a lot of time to think about a present that would be suitable without feeling that I'm just trying to worm myself into their life.
I get it. What would you get as a gift for your son from Vegas?
That is a really good question. Maybe something related to magic, like a magician, like a starter set or something like that. From David Copperfield or some really famous person, to be fair.
Okay.
Even go for his show and ask for the autograph on it after the show.
Okay.
So that's a nice touch. I have some signatures from Penn and Teller, for example, from my own Las Vegas trip.
A kid magic. So you want to learn magic, and then it's a Penn. Yeah. Okay. Give me a. Because you got to sort of find the opportunity for it and then get around to it. Give me a charisma. I think it's charisma etiquette. Charisma etiquette check to see if you can properly go through the procedures to get some signatures for it. You know,
I'm going to use a willpower.
Many. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to use a willpower because this is important for Marcus.
It's okay. Yeah.
So it's 3 successes.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. You get, David Copperfield, Penn and Teller, some other guy, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, sounds good.
A whole bunch of signatures on this starter kit. Your kid probably has no idea who many of these are, but you even include photographs with it to be like, no, this is a famous Vegas show. You too can be a magician. You can do it, little. What was his name again?
I don't remember.
Jimmy. Little Jimmy.
I have it written down.
It doesn't come up very often. It's fine. Little Jimmy until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have this perfect gift. Do you go home to deliver it, or do you give it to mail service? You have some time.
I'm gonna use some a bit more expensive a mail service, something with insurance or something like that.
Express delivery. And insurance.
Yeah, something like that.
Insurance. What the fuck insurance gonna do if they lose it? They'll give you a new magic set and then say, all right, here's $100. Sorry for the inconvenience.
It's usually that they will handle them with a bit more care and such forth.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'll do something similar. I'll make a video and send it to my parents.
Okay. Yep, that sounds pretty straightforward.
It's the modern way.
Before we get to that, do you tell your son anything in particular, Marcus, as you send this note, this package?
Just that Dad loves him, and he, if possible, is going to see more of him in the future. That Dad is traveling, he has a new important job and stuff like that. He's helping out a YouTuber.
Does your wife happen to have a restraining order against you? I'm trying to remember.
No, nothing like that. It's just basically we were cool, and then when I went to prison, the mother was afraid of that there would be cloud following Marcus, and things slowly went in pieces.
Do you happen to have WhatsApp on your phone?
WhatsApp?
Do you have WhatsApp on your phone?
Most likely, yes. Okay. Yes, most likely I do.
Your son will... How old was he, just to be sure?
12.
Yeah, okay. Your son will WhatsApp you to thank you for the gift. It's a very formal message. He's like, oh, yeah, thank you very much for the gift, Dad. Yeah, I'll have it. It looks great. As if someone told him that this is a special gift, and he should probably say something nice for it. But it does mean that you now have your son added in WhatsApp, and it's been a while since you've had a just one-on-one discussion with him, which you now have an avenue to do. Although, granted, relations is still a little shaky, but you could, if you have the right words.
Okay, Marcus is just gonna play it cool and just put a pump up like emoji there, and then like think for hours like the perfect way of starting a conversation, which
Good.
never comes. So
That sounds about accurate. Like, oh fuck, my relationship with my son. I could salvage this if I just come up with the right words. Night comes, day comes,
something like that, yes.
It's his next birthday. I love you, son. Send. Oh fuck, I misspelled every word. Something like that, but yes. More importantly, it means Marcus is, at the very least, trying to repair stuff with his son. Slowly making progress. Would you mind, while I'm doing stuff with Peter, to find me just some sort of AI-generated image of your son and something of Marcus and your son together? Gemini does good work with that if you give it the source image.
I don't have Gemini, but I will do my best.
Google Gemini is just free. Just go there with your... Go there.
Okay, all right.
Or any other AI. It's fine. Just give me a picture of Marcus and his son. That's all. All right, meanwhile, Peter. You're sending a video. Now, you are talking to your parents. Your parents know that you do stuff with the outdoors. I'm just going to do a quick check for some... whoops. Okay, it's fine. Your parents know what you do. Your parents also know that recently, as in the last few months, you have been behaving somewhat differently. At this point, It's been like a year or so. They know that your outdoorsy YouTube channel, you just haven't been producing quite as much, and whenever they talked to you last time, you were letting stuff slip about this other stuff that you were busy with and you thought was really important. So when you talk to them now, they will ask you about that. They want to know, like, come on, Peter, my boy. You've been going on about this stuff. What was this about Bigfoot you mentioned last time? Don't tell me you're hunting that, superstitious mumbo jumbo out there. Everyone knows that big feet aren't real. It's the Area 51 aliens you should be worried about. Those are a real threat. They're out there in their spaceships fighting Cthulhu. Along with, tech pirates, the Hollow Earth bandits. And then your mother just sort of goes, of course, dear. And I goes, no, it's the lizardmen. I was told about it. Jones told me all about it. I know the secrets. They're being led by the Zuckerberg fellow.
Yes, Dad. Haven't I told you not to listen to Jones anymore?
No, he's a prophet. He's a modern-day prophet. He was talking about Epstein 10 years before it came out.
Sure, but, even broken clocks are right twice a day, so...
You don't just... Please. A broken clock can't come up with names like Epstein and an island and give you all sorts of information like the Clintons being on the flight list and whatnot. Not to mention the names of several Mossad agents that were involved in it. In fact, let me talk about Israel for the next 3 hours, and then he does. Your mom tries to talk in between. The topic somewhat where she has the opportunity will be on how you're doing, and also, what are you working on? She tries to have polite conversation. What do you tell your mother that you've been up to?
About that big feet stuff. Yeah, I'm starting a new channel. So they're saying, since I'm on this road trip with my pals, I haven't had the time to just stay in one place and shoot a video of just survival stuff. So we're going around the country with, with the spooky stuff and try to create a channel dedicated to that. Doesn't that sound great? Let
me try and grab a real quick of what I think your mom might approximately look like. As she is on the line, just some old lady.
I mean, I know your heart. You don't have to watch them, watch the videos, but you know, it's something new.
No, I want
and
to
I like
watch
to
all
try
your
something.
videos. Really, I want to support you. We give you ad revenue and engagement this way, right? I asked the AI about it. It's really important that whenever something's uploaded, people watch it right away.
Sure, but you know, it doesn't have to be you specifically. I have my followers. I'm doing all
Yeah,
right.
and I'm one
You
of
know
them.
that. I know, but you know, just be careful. It is pretty spooky, if I say so myself. All made up, of course. Don't worry about that. It's just folklore. And he almost no, he will. He's like just old wives' tales. Pretty much like what you tell me.
Okay, well, that's fine. Anyway, where are you going next? We do want to keep a tab on where you are. You moving around makes us ever so nervous.
Oh, don't be so nervous, Ma. Like, we're going to, I think it's Utah next. We're like little by little going to the east. Maybe if we get to the coast, we'll round about. Maybe we'll come back with you know, through Canada or something.
Through the
It's
coast
been
through
fine.
Canada?
I've been fine.
Well, where are your next videos going to be then?
Oh, I think it's
I've
already.
been looking up all sorts of nice little the hot spots where it might be, you know, good to see. I hear Zion National Park is really beautiful.
Ooh. You think so?
I was watching this
I've
other
been-
YouTuber who did videos on it.
Oh, you mean True Engine?
Yeah, that one. You know, he only has 100,000 views. You could probably make a video on it and get way more than that.
Well, sure, but he's kind of a fellow. Like, I know him, so I wouldn't want to undercut him. You know, that would feel.
No, you
wrong.
shouldn't worry about that. It's business. You're not in this business to make friends, son. You're trying to make money.
I am making money. I don't need to hurt my friends to do that.
You say
Well,
that, but
I
I've
wouldn't
been
call
looking
him a
at your
friend.
analytics. Wait, would you have given her the account? I imagine Peter's the kind of person who would have given his parents at some point the login to look at the analytics because they were curious. Would he have?
And yeah, he probably would have and forgotten about it already.
Yeah, like I was looking at your analytics. And it's just been going down. You know, the ad revenue has just not been what it used to be in the past. And your dad does need that operation for his knees in a little bit. She is trying to push you to just
Yeah.
make more stuff.
Don't worry, Ma. I'm that's just because I'm starting the other channel, and once I get that going, then I can just roll the two of them, and keep the same amount of, you know, do a video weekly, but still get like double the money because of different audiences.
Well, if you say so, I'm just some old lady. I don't really know what I'm talking about, I guess.
Oh,
All I have
Ma.
is a life full of experiences.
Don't be like that. You know, I melt before you if you do that. I do appreciate you.
Okay, good. So you're gonna make videos in Zion Park then?
I do have willpower. Screw you, Ma. No, no. Sorry, but it's just.
You can just
It's not
name
in a-
something else to hand waver away. There's actually a lot
Yeah.
of things in Utah. It's quite a large place.
Yeah. Oh, we're actually it's a reservoir we're going next. So probably there or
A
something.
what?
An
You
Indian
mean
reservation.
A reservation? Is it? Because there's two big reservations actually in that particular area. There's the Navajo and Hopi Reservation, and the Uinta. Why wouldn't they just call it the Utah, whatever? The Utah and Ore Reservation. Technically, they're both in Utah, though one of them is more in Arizona than anything.
I'm not even sure if we're going there. It's just something Peter says to
There's a
like
tiny one over here.
get away from that
Wow, it doesn't even have a
awkward
picture.
situation.
You just name drop one of them.
Yep.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Look forward to that then. Yeah. I'll keep the other channel alive too.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure? I heard so much about that. Oh yeah, okay. Thanks, Mom. It's wonderful. She
At some point,
tries to really push you, convinced that this is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing so much about that area right now. It's been all over the news and whatnot. Yeah, okay. She tries to share some story with you.
Yeah. I'll make a mental note of it still, because if there's a slight chance that I could make a like spooky version of whatever True Engine made. So yeah, I'll go and check it.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That will be up to you. All right. After a while, that gets discussed. Do you ask any particular questions, or do you engage in any particular topic, or other things that you want during that downtime? If there's open quest lines that I've somehow forgotten about, now would be the time for that. I don't think so.
I think so. Do we have any questions for the Arcanum now that we helped them?
You tell me. They're just a contact. You can, at any point
I wasn't asking.
hoping that maybe you get an answer. The odds are always low, but you can always ask.
Yeah, I was asking the group, like, do we have anything at the moment? Like, Peter's the more like solve this problem now kind of person, like immediate problem. So he'd likely just keep that hard or ace up his sleeve until he actually needs it.
I'm refilling my drink for one moment. Okay, I think that's all the loose ends we had for now then. We can go into some stuff that Utah is known for. Though I think actually just looking it up online yourself, IRL, gives you approximately the same thing, but I will give you a description of what I have as sort of a dotted line of some miscellaneous bits that might serve as an initial lead. There is, of course, a plot I have in mind, if nothing else, but as always, you are in charge. So if there's anything in specific, please tell me now. Away from the computer for 1 second.
So, do we want to go hunt another Bigfoot?
No.
Why not? We could get more information about you.
I mean,
maybe you can have a conversation. Maybe it'll teach you. Alternative, I've always wanted to see a werewolf. Well, not always, but...
sounds like an awfully lot of work with a lot of fucking question marks. All of it.
Bigfoot or the werewolf?
I mean, Bigfoot. Your werewolf just sounds like a fetish or something.
No.
Okay, if you say so.
I mean, we've already hunted a vampire. We know a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of they kind of move in the same circles. Halloween movies.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should check with. I need to figure out how to word it properly. To not raise any unnecessary suspicion about my integrity as a hunter. as a wizard. But
Let's not
I
go that
probably-
far.
I probably should. Well,
Ask the
maybe you
Hunter
could
Network.
actually do that for me. No, I was thinking checking with the Arcanum Britannia.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think they care whether or not it's from you. With I imagine they'll be more interested if it's a personal experience. They might even come in person to check you out.
Yeah, but it's something I would not want to. If it is actually the case, I mean, it's not like I don't believe you or nothing. It's more like I'm hoping it's something else. But
Well, you know, I think the best thing is if you manage to attract their attention and they come in person or they get invited.
right,
I mean,
but then there's the chance that the word will spread that there's this guy.
I don't think they blabber unless someone.
I mean, they blabber.
I would
to
imagine
us
it hurts
quite
them their
easily.
confidentiality if they just start going, oh, there's this hunter guy who's got fey powers or something. But I imagine if anything,
But I
they would
still
probably
wouldn't. I
have
don't
methods of
feel like
detecting
I
it.
trust these people enough to take that chance. Okay.
Sure.
Like I don't
But I also
understand
imagine
what's
the best
going on
way
with
to-
me properly yet, so
Yeah, but I imagine
I'd
they could
rather
also be
take
able
no
to
chances.
verify it. Like until we find more, it's just really hearsay or speculation, but they might have.
But you can use that to dig some information, no?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, when I asked about the whole Bigfoot thing and something similar, the guy Gerald that we met initially, he was very dismissive of it. So it seems like Bigfoot is too much of a boy cried wolf case, even to their circles. So unless they have concrete evidence of you using that kind of stuff, then I mean, if I go ask them, they seem like the kind of people who would do what I would do, which is like, well, can you bring him here so we can see it in person? Can you film it? And you know what happens when we try and film it. If we're not aware that you're in the film, we can't see you do it. And
Right.
with modern technology, they would probably just go, oh, well, I mean, that's AI. So unless they're in person, seeing it, detecting it, verifying it, I don't think they'll be able to do much. We can get general Fey lore, maybe, if that is something they're into, but without you in person there as a research specimen, I don't think we're going to get much.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm not willing to take that chance. But if you could, try and get a contact and ask for some general like fake creatures, fade
I can
known
try-
fade magic, stuff like that.
I mean,
Some fade
probably-
dangers, fade afflictions.
I can try to dig into those without incurring a sort of death with the Arcanum. I think we still need to be kind of careful with them in the sense that every time we ask them something, it's very
They're gonna want
transactional.
something back, yeah.
They do seem
Yeah.
to like favors for favors, and they do strike you as information brokers more than anything.
Yeah, so if we want something, I think the best currency is to have you there as the payment. Allowing them to poke at you is probably the best payment they could ask for information that they can give back.
Yeah, but fuck that.
Right, so we
Like,
will have to
I
poke at the
understand
fade
that.
from another angle.
I understand that, but I'm not willing to become test subject.
Well, I guess the other thing is we go find Standing Stone and dance naked around them during the full moon or something, or maybe we shove you into a mushroom
That's the
circle.
thing.
I don't know about the dancing on the naked on the moon, but some stories, standing stones, gateways between worlds, and fays come there. You can't have iron, if I remember right, according to some folklore. Mushroom circles, or fairy circles as they're called, are supposed to be gateways to the Fey realm, according to some old folklore. Just don't eat anything in there. If you do, you never get out. I think that was in some TV show or another. Taking anything they offer makes you indebted to them, and then they can keep you as
They?
a pet.
Who's they?
The Fae, yes.
Right. Fairies and shit.
And- Yes. And from what I've understood, what little... Their idea of pet is closer to a child pulling legs from an insect and watching it squirm because it's funny.
Right.
It makes funny noises and
Yeah.
wriggles.
Maybe just forget we had this discussion at all, okay?
So, I'm just saying, if you start feeling the urge to pull legs out of people, just tell us.
Sure. I will. I promise.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Or if you
that
start feeling afraid of
is-
iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Or if you feel like gunning down a bunch of gang members.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, you already did that.
Oh.
that's a sign of being a Fae, is when you like shooting machine guns.
Yeah, at innocent grandmothers and
Hey, now, he
Innocent?
didn't shoot it at the grandmother.
First
That's
of all,
true.
she's not fucking innocent. Second of all, yeah, I did not shoot at the grandmother.
no, you shot all the houses. Actually, Victor wouldn't even know that. Victor, did he even see you shoot? You were behind everyone. It would have been so dark, and you were behind everyone. Victor wouldn't even be
I
aware
mean,
that
you
you
would
were the
have
one.
you would have heard about it.
Oh, probably later. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you also probably shot a bunch of innocent family members. So
I mean, the gunfire happening was more than enough
I mean,
reason
it
for you
had
to
to
keep your head
happen.
down.
And you can see I don't even believe in it myself that
But it
much.
had to
but
happen.
it had to happen. Like, we had to get you out of there.
right, and that's why you shot at all of the houses, almost shooting me in the process.
He's in
Yes.
that trailer.
And
We need to
killed
get him out of the
I,
trailer.
I
Opens
never
up fire.
drilled
Women and
through
men.
any walls, alright?
Uh-huh.
I did not blind fire
Sure.
completely.
That's not what it sounded like. Anyway, we're going for weird tentacle worm or a ballsack chinned werewolf
Yes, hold
or
on.
a
Okay.
dog snake?
Where the fuck did I leave? Here it is.
Or do we chase Bigfoot to get answers for your condition? I mean, who knows? Maybe you get another green hand and your abilities increase, Mr. What did you put it? Oh yeah, wizard.
I mean, from what
Your
we
word,
just
not mine.
talked, from what we just talked, all right, it sounded like the Bigfoot is something that eludes most hunters anyway. So I feel
Yeah.
like we shouldn't try and go hunting for it. We should take actual jobs and keep an eye out on Bigfoot.
Yeah, and based on our interaction, it really didn't seem that aggressive. Really, it was running away. It's more like a guy who avoids people more than anything. Maybe tries to scare them, but even the stories that we heard about it, from the guy who pointed out, who we talked to before our last encounter, it kind of sounded, I don't know, at most it's trying to scare people, but it runs away when conflict happens. It didn't even seem that dangerous. Maybe a guardian of the forest or something, I don't know. But we could get more answers. We could go camping.
Maybe it's just some fat fuck who's
Peter
been
could do
tripping
another
on,
nature video, and I don't know, maybe. I mean, yeah, we could go do another nature video, Peter, and if we happen to see one, you can ask it questions like, "Yo, cousin, I need info."
Don't say that.
Hello, fellow big feet. I need answers for my new gift.
Yuck.
How do I
Yuck.
not? How do I not grow extra fur and slip into whatever world you come from? Hello, fellow
That
Fae.
would be something.
So, what tickles your guys' pickles?
Yes, maybe
Going
as a
through that.
general introduction to Utah, if you are now looking into the specifics.
Yeah.
And let's see. Utah, which is, where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Here it is. Where did it go?
I need to BRB real quick.
All
Couple
right,
of
well,
minutes.
I'll read this in the meantime. For fuck's sake, I put it in a different folder. I'm an idiot. Anyway, yes. So, Utah, a land of stark contrast and breathtaking beauty, unfolds like a living Kansas of natural wonders. If we look at the map, it has quite a bit of mountains, quite a bit of greenery, quite a bit of canyons and whatnot. Several lakesides, not so much rivers, but still more than enough green, making it quite a nice looking place. Salt Lake City and the great dried up salt lake bed that's there. Salt Lake City and St. George and the big 15 highway going from south to north are some prevalent features. From the towering sandstone arches of the Arch National Park to the serene waters of Bear Lake, the state's landscapes are as diverse as they are stunning. Visitors can explore otherworldly hoodoos of Bryce Canyons, the expansive canyons of Zion, the rugged terrains of Monolith Valley, each offering a unique glimpse into the Earth's geological artistry. The Great Salt Lake, shimmering under the sun, adds a touch of mystique to the state's topography. Beyond its natural beauty, Utah is steeped in rich folklore and cryptid legends. Bear Lake Monster, a creature said to inhabit the deep lakes of Bear Lake, has been subject of local tales for generations. In the southern deserts, the legend of the skinwalkers of Arizona, the shape-shifting beings of the Navajo tradition, cast a shadow of intrigue and fear. Old Ephraim, a notorious grizzly bear known for its elusive nature, roamed the Wasatch Range, becoming a symbol of the untamed wilds. The state's vast wilderness areas are often associated with sightings of the Wasatch Wildman, Utah's version of Bigfoot, and have a rich tapestry of miscellaneous incidents and local myths and mysteries. In recent times, Utah has witnessed a surge in interest surrounding these cryptid legends. Local folklore enthusiasts and researchers have responded in an uptick in sightings and encounters, particularly in the remote areas of the Wasatch Mountain Range and the deserts of southern Utah, in the area surrounding St. George. These renewed interests have also sparked discussions in the local communities and online forums, with many sharing personal experiences, as well as theories as to the existence and exact nature of these fairly elusive but quite often spotted creatures. Whether these tales are rooted in reality or the product of perhaps some conspiracy, they continue to captivate the mind and are somewhat renewing the faith and interest that the locals have for such things, as do all who venture into the wilds to now seek them out themselves. As for some noteworthy stuff that Utah has, where is it? Additional stuff. Utah's expanding urban landscape has recently surged, with over 50,000 new residents in the last year. predominantly along the USAST front near St. George. This rapid urbanization has led to massive amounts of housing development, as well as in Salt Lake area. However, the pace of new housing in this year was much slower than the peak numbers before, but yeah, massive amounts of land have been reformed recently and reclaimed from nature in order to build houses. Additionally, there have been many recent wildfires, a significant number with over 700 reported, the majority of which were human-caused. One notable incident near Sand Hollow State Park, where a fire ignited after an ATV was abandoned. Additional tensions between the Utah football team, where the Utah leaders urging peace ahead of what is expected to be a very emotional matchup, and the rivalry has been steeped in some broader cultural shifts, including the declining Mormon majority and divisions between church members and former members. On the flip side, the state's NHL team has recently introduced their new mascot, Tusky, during their game opener. Tusky, a 6'5" mammoth, made a dramatic entrance emerging from a block of ice on the rink. A tragic incident in the Redwood Country Music Festival. A 23-year-old woman died tragically in a freak accident this October while leaving the Redwood Country Festival in Salt Lake City. She was struck by scaffolding blown by strong winds onto her head. There is also an exhibit currently in Provo City which delves into all the alleged Sasquatch sightings in Utah, presenting a collection of stories and recent photos and video footage taken. Additionally, Utah is well known for having, it was briefly mentioned, a very large amount of Mormons, which is a type of Christian which is not really seen in either the rest of the US or the rest of the world for that matter. They have quite a bit of history of their own. Now, I don't know if any of your characters have any particular reason to know a great deal or not about Mormons, or if IRL you know any amount about them.
Something.
Marcus wouldn't. Not very religious person.
Peter wouldn't.
Nothing outside of what South Park tells us. So nothing factual.
All right, well, to summarize what a Mormon is real quick, the Mormon theology, the Church of Latter-day Saints, teaches that God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost are three distinct beings united in purpose rather than substance, and that Jesus, the Holy Savior, a few hundred years ago, revealed himself to their great prophet Joseph Smith, and a bunch of angels appeared before him, leading him to some hidden golden tablets in New York, where he then started his church as he translated those books. Then there was a minor religious scuffle as the Mormons, that time in New York, were driven out as they traveled across country and ultimately settled in Utah, where they have now their own temples, their own clergy, and quite a few of their own little rules that other Christian denominations throughout the country simply don't have. Many of these, like in the South Park episode, are generally mocked. But it does mean that they have some oddities that you might be prepared to deal with. These things include stuff like polygamy and complete abstaining from stuff like caffeine and smoking and alcohol. And that many of the young Mormons are sent out on a mission before being considered, proper adults and part of the community. Some people would call it a cult, but there are also more than enough very regular Mormons who are no more Mormon than the average Christian is Christian. With that said, I know, a lot. You know how I do things. I bombard you with a million things, and I'm like, well, figure it out, fuckers. You are currently in Nevada, which means that when you head up, you would be heading out up through the 15, arriving in St. George in the south, through that mountain range, past stuff like Zion Park and other parks. The reservations would be the Navajo Nation reservation on your right, a very small Gushuti reservation, not sure, on the border of Nevada, and the larger Utah and Ouray reservations near Salt Lake City. Which I found funny is that there's also Utah Lake, which is the second largest lake, as the Great Salt Lake is the biggest. Why Great Salt Lake isn't just called Utah Lake, and why Utah Lake is just this little smaller thing here, not sure. Naming conventions are weird. With all that said and done, you guys have heard that there has been a influx in cryptid sightings. But besides that, you don't really know much more than the blurbs I have just read out to you. Where would you like to start?
Oh, well, Mormons freaked me the fuck out, so let's go check out a Sasquatch museum or exhibit. Nope.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, you've taken the lead, so yeah, that's fine. Pex takes the lead and suggests, hey, let's go there, and no one will fucking stop you, so. Perfectly
mean,
fine.
Into big feet.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't hurt to, check what's available.
Yeah. Provo is just underneath Salt Lake City, near Utah Lake. So from your current location, yeah, it would be, let's say, a day's travel along the 15, all the way north. Quick check to see if something happens to happen on the way. Of course it does. The two of you are, well, the two cars are driving as you have in the past. Who's in whose car? Marcus is driving one. I'm assuming Peter's driving the other one.
Yep, that's what I'm assuming too.
Who's Victor in the
I
car
thought
with?
it's-
Who's Peter in the car with?
I thought Bruno's the one driving the other one.
Well, this is how the car is currently, the Toyota and the pickup. Because the Honda Civic got sold.
Yeah. I
You tell me. I don't know. If first who says something, first who calls shotgun gets shotgun. Fine.
If you want to drive, I'm totally okay with it. More time for me to play with my laptop on the backseat.
Great. So Pex is driving, and Marcus is in the back seat, and I imagine Peter and Victor then.
sure.
Sure. Great. Quick check to see who happens to be the lucky one.
Split the dream teams.
Great. Peter and Victor, as you are driving on the 15, somewhere to the north of Cedar City. Let's take a little look in what this place looks like as we drive here. Here we go. It's quite a flat terrain, but the mountain ranges are all over the place. Let's see. Where would be a place where you would realistically suddenly... Okay, here we go. I think near here you would see something.
Ooh, a bunker.
No, I think that's a wildlife tunnel.
Oh.
Or who knows, maybe it's just a culvert. Hard to say. Either way, from here, either Peter or Victor, depending on how good your eyesight is, give me a perception nature. Let's see, what's the best one for nature knowledge?
How did conviction
Survival or
work between
animal ken?
adventures?
Sorry, what did you ask?
How did conviction work between adventures? Did it reset?
I believe
or-
it resets. Yes.
Yeah, willpower resets to nothing used, and conviction is to whatever your class says, which is
Yes.
3 to everything else, but 1 has 4.
Yep. Just reset it.
So both kind of regenerate.
Yes. Because it doesn't
Okay,
make sense for
great.
it to. Because we're not doing that thing where you role play to get it back. You just fucking go. This is your pile.
good.
Use it. Move.
Good, because I was out of conviction
Yeah.
after the last
So-
adventure.
Yeah,
Great.
either survival or animal ken, depending
Yes.
on.
You know what? Pick whichever you want and roll that.
Both or just one?
Either. Just one of them.
one person. So
Well,
I
both
could
of
do
you
this.
roll and then
Oh,
Oh, okay. Perception.
perception and then either animal ken or
This is-
survival.
for me.
Okay.
Although, granted, depending on which one you roll, you might interpret it differently. Two
Survival.
Is survival.
Okay. I'm going to say that Peter's the one who sees it more than anything, and then Victor just sort of gets pointed to it afterwards. As you travel along the road, you will, as you're driving very casually, nothing's in particular happening, your eyes will scan the horizon, and you will see a group of pitch black humanoid figures. Very tall, which is why they initially catch your attention. Moving through the mountains, let's say, if you can see my cursor. You can't see my cursor, can you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can.
Oh, right, but I'm looking at the other stream. The point is, in like the mountainous area here, and just seeing some people move in the distance isn't a big deal. But you notice that they are all fucking enormous, like 10 feet tall. And they are pitch black, like shadow people. It's hard to see from this distance. But it catches your eye. And
Hey,
it's
you
just
seeing what I'm
long
seeing?
enough with 2 successes for you to, nudge Victor and point him to it, and the two of you look at it, and something in your brain immediately goes, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Victor starts scrambling for the binoculars that you probably have as a survivalist in your car somewhere.
Yes,
Considering those are pretty
binoculars
basic
you bought-
survival.
Yeah, the binoculars you bought. Yeah, you scramble, you grab them,
Yeah.
you try, because it's the first time you're using them. I can't imagine you're fast enough to really get them before they go behind, some trees over a hillside.
Oh yeah, no, probably not. But it's a logical first reaction. Like,
It's
oh
a
shit.
logical first step. You try to get another view of them.
Yeah.
But you're certain both of you confirm with each other. Like, did you just see it? Yeah, it was fucking weird shit. What was that? I don't know. It's far away. We couldn't really see it. It's weird enough that you were able to see, like, tall, lanky humanoid figures from this far away. If anything, it sort of distracts you as you're driving. Peter, give me a driving check. Give me a wits driving check as a truck is just also not paying attention to the road and sort of leering over to the left side.
Yeah, exactly. Like start veering. Like, hey, you see what I'm seeing?
And then all of a sudden, beep,
Super
beep.
big creatures.
Oh, fuck.
It's just a fail, luckily.
Just a fail, but just a fail on an important driving check. I'm gonna say that you don't quite hit your brakes in time, and you just sort of need to veer off to the side as you are driving on the road, resulting in you going off the road a whole bunch and hitting a pothole, popping one of your tires, and making a nasty crunching sound as something hits the bottom of your car. You safely bring yourself to a stop and conclude that nothing else really broke on your car, but you definitely need some maintenance on it. Also, it means that you'll be going a lot slower compared to the others.
Oops. Oh, shit. Well, this is awkward.
But you were a good driver.
Hey, I was just distracted. Holy crap. Did you see those things? Well, at least this gives us time to check out. And I take out another set of binoculars and just...
Yes.
Yeah, Victor takes out a cell phone to sort of get a rough idea where on the map those things would be, so that he can put a pin on it and go, that's where we're going.
Yes. You're putting a pin on it, and it seems to be in here, the Black Mountains HP.
Okay.
Now, granted, that doesn't say that much, since the entire southern Utah area is full of fucking mountains.
Right. But it's like he can put a pin on the Google Maps thing so that we
Yes.
notice that
You saw
I was
something.
here. Yeah, something over at this particular point in the map.
Yes.
Save coordinates, and he goes, well, I guess we're going to go camping and making your next nature video, don't we?
Yes. Well, what exactly you do with it is completely up to you. I mean, if you wanted,
Yes, Peter.
you could simply pull both cars off the road, point to that mountain, and go, we're going to go camping there right now.
Yeah, but he turns to Peter and goes, well, I guess we're going to go make your next nature video, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I don't know if we want to, like... Yeah, but, like...
Those were in...
Spending a night in there, in a tent, that might not be a good idea, you know?
I mean... Maybe not.
Yeah, we need to...
what those things were. We need to also tell the other guys, but still...
I imagine after the initial response, you would scramble for your, communication
walkie-talkie
line.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta see this. Holy shit.
Holy shit, guys, we saw giants. Big black giants.
Is this another one of your fetishes?
Not when they're 10 feet tall.
Wait, what? Where?
It was... How close are you guys driving to us, or did you just pass us?
I don't know.
I imagine
I would
when you
say
veered
we
off the
keep
road.
eyesight.
I'm going to say that they were probably in front of you, actually. But
Yeah,
it's
probably.
fine.
Otherwise
It's
they
not
would
a
have
big deal
seen-
to turn around and like you've seen the amount of space here. It's just all over the fucking place.
Yeah, but he goes... Well, then he goes, no, just now. To the mountains to the northeast. Sorry, northwest. They appeared briefly and then they disappeared.
This doesn't seem like
Both Kitten and I saw them, so...
There it is. Much.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't seem like you can very easily turn around here, but explain some of the damage. It's fine. Point is, you have full control to deal with the situation as you want.
Are you guys going
They
to
were
call us
clearly-
what you saw?
There were clearly visible humanoid figures from all the way out here in the mountains, like to the side of the road.
Yeah, we're telling you
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
this.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly.
Marcus is gonna like ask like, how about we just like basically drive on the side of the road and like talk about this?
Nothing stopping you from doing that. Oh, I say that, but granted,
Maybe we find a truck stop or something.
It's a highway, but there are
Maybe, yeah.
there's places where you can park your car in case of an emergency, which this might be.
Somewhere we can.
Driving till you
Sure.
find a truck stop is maybe a better, saner solution.
Yeah.
But
Somewhere
the-
we can buy camping supplies.
Yes. Is there like a gas station? What's the nearest gas station? Gas station. Wait, what? Really? There's just nothing in between. Okay, there's nothing nearby. The nearest thing would be in the nearest town of Beaver.
He Googles and goes, guys, you want to go eat in Beaver?
I love
You can-
eating beaver.
Depends on how much hair it
That-
has.
That's pretty much what the response you get.
You'll be picking it out from your teeth in the morning. But
I mean,
yes,
Beaver's the closest place where we can get anything to eat, so.
Mhm. There's many
guys,
farms.
very funny. Very funny, guys. You know what I mean.
Beaver Municipal Airport.
Ooh,
Tiny.
yeah.
It's a little strip. Brazilian style.
Yes, a little beaver strip.
Anyway, everyone drives over to Beaver, where you find some place, to have a little diner and whatnot. Oh, the creamery. Of course, the Beaver Creamery.
You fucking what?
Yeah, there's a place called Creamery. Want to go to Beaver and eat in the Creamery?
So, yeah, okay.
Get some creamy in Beaver.
It's one of the first thing you see too, like the Beaver
Yeah.
Creamery. Of course it is. Why does this happen multiple times?
Yeah, like what was it? The horrible.
Yeah, the Horribles Cafe and the Horribles McDonald's and Horribles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Horrible
Someone has a-
McDonald's. Oh, okay. Granted, that was called Horribles as a name possessive.
Yeah.
But I think we all agree that's not how you read that name.
No.
That's funnier. Anyway, the Beaver Creamery, however, is in a similar category. Particularly after the jokes we were just making. Before you settle down here, as you drive up to it and try and find a spot, there is a little field nearby, a yard, and there you will see a bunch of kids having a casual, friendly soccer match with each other as they're just sort of playing. As the kids are just being kids and playing soccer, on the nearby fence is a man who is just yelling at them like a fucking maniac. Telling them, you need to fucking play like this. No, run after it. Run after the ball, damn it. No, damn it. You gotta run for it. No, kick him out. Slide in between them. His veins are popping on his head and his eyes are, bloodshot. Like, this is the most important thing in the world to him, and you don't know if he's one of the parents, but the kids are starting to get uncomfortable listening to him.
the
And
hell
his
is going on
yelling
here?
is audible from the parking lot that you park your cars in as you go to the creamery.
Look, kitten, that's what dead dreams look like.
I mean, come on. We gotta go, like, say something to
don't.
this guy.
No,
I
we
mean,
don't. He's
it's
probably
some
their
guy yelling at a bunch of kids. The parents will probably,
He's probably
kick
their
his ass
coach.
soon.
It's probably their
Or he's a
coach
coach,
anyway. Yeah,
Bit of a
it's probably
dickhead
their
coach if that's the case.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
it's it's the
Real?
parents' problem.
Real aggressive.
Sure, I mean, like I said, that's what dead dreams look like. He failed
I'm
in his
gonna-
career, so now he's coaching the kids.
I'm gonna be listening, but I need a couple more minutes again.
It's fine, it's
Fuck.
fine.
Yep.
Does anyone intervene?
No, he's a coach shouting at kids. It's none of our business.
I'll
Unless
go.
it starts sprouting
Asshole.
further.
I'll actually go closer. Just like monitor the situation.
I'm staying back.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah.
See, like, where this gets on. Like, he gets a bit on my nerve, but not enough that I would like to get an altercation with him.
Well, you've got a son. You imagine briefly if your son was playing and this guy was yelling at him like this, you would get pretty peeved. Since he is treating this kid's soccer game as if it is just the most important thing in the world, and additionally, yeah, he doesn't seem to be a coach or something. Like, the kids were just playing here casually. And then this guy just decided to make it his business seeing them play. As
Okay, that is weird.
at some point, one of
Okay,
the other
that changed
adults, who is one of the parents, apparently walks up to him and asks him, like, hey, dude, could you fucking not? You're creeping out my kids. However, through sheer force of intimidation, the guy just sort of tells the parent, like, no, you need, this is important. They gotta play correctly or it's gonna cause problems later. Their legs are gonna get fucked up. And the parent just sort of goes, okay, whatever. I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, finish up play, kids. Well, some of the kids start crying due to the yelling.
Okay, well then it's time to interfere. Like, I noticed Marcus next to me. I'm like, we're handling this, right? Let's just kick him out of here.
Yeah, but gently. Very, very gently.
Sure.
You wanna try to talk first. If it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna put it in a little wrappage and like carry him out.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
He hasn't
yeah,
seen you yet. What do you do?
Well, okay. No. Let's go from one side, both of us, and not like quarrel him, or because that might seem weird. So yeah, approach him from the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, dude! It's just a friendly game. What are you doing here?
The man will spout several dozen facts about soccer over the span of 5 minutes in a desperate attempt to convince you that it is the greatest sport ever, and how several sport legends have come and gone due to proper inspiration in their youth, and that if it is not for people like him to tell kids how they are supposed to play, the sport might one day die a brutal death and not be elevated to the true art it is supposed to be. Simply put, these kids are playing wrong.
Yeah, but hey, this might kill some people's ambitions. You know, you can't just. Holy crap, dude! Why is it your job? Why are you the muse?
Because I know how this stuff is supposed to work. If you know something, a story about a cave, right? Like, if you know, then you have a duty. And I fucking love these kids, but they need to do it right. It's for their own good.
I don't think you're listening to me. Like,
So which of these is your kid? Marcus asks.
Oh, my kid used to play in this field like a few years ago. He's in high school right now.
So none of this is even your kid.
No,
And
no,
you're
no.
just
My kid used to
yelling
play with
there
these kids.
like a fucking maniac.
Hey, man, they need to be able to hear me. So
I think that you just need to go back home
he does not
before
seem to
somebody
really be
gets
receptive.
really annoyed of you. I'm pretty close.
He has lots of experience with people like you, and he has all sorts of verbal tricks to just sort of, yeah, sure, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, later, okay, yeah, and he does not adjust his tone. Like, he is a zealot when it comes to this. Now, he does not seem like the strongest physical specimen, but you would need to make a very persuasive intimidation in order to convince him to fuck off right now. And even then, he might just come back tomorrow and continue doing it.
that's not something Peter's concerned about. He's concerned about now. So yeah, he's like, no. You really need to leave now. Calm yourself. Maybe another day is a better day for you. Like, have you had something? Because this is not how people react.
While Peter is like chatting with him, like Marcus takes maybe like a step back, and he's gonna call like a 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, this is Marcus calling from. I'm gonna tell the place where we are. This is not like a maybe serious, but like there's a really suspicious guy, like basically yelling his like loudly to a bunch of kids on the playground. They're playing soccer, and he's like yelling at them, and I think that he might have some psychological problems. I would be really grateful. Like it's getting a bit maybe nasty if like a nearby police officer could come and like.
It sounds like you're requesting a police officer, sir. Okay, I don't know if that's an
Yes,
emergency,
yes,
but I'll have a police dispatched to your location. Could you confirm
Okay,
your location?
thank you much.
And she will.
I'm just gonna tell the street name and there's like a soccer field.
Yes.
Like I'm just gonna like. And then I'm gonna quit it quite short. Make sure that the
I was
guy.
about to think like, oh, that's not an emergency, but then you said, oh, a guy bothering a bunch of children, like.
Yeah. We you never know in these times. Like it could be pedophile. I like raise my voice a little bit, and like that would be really great. There's a lot of young kids here.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, yes, 911 takes your call, and we'll do what it can to send someone your way, and we'll then. Say, yeah, police has been dispatched to the location. If there's nothing right now, if you don't need to stay on hold and it's not an immediate emergency, I'm ending the call now.
Thank you much for your service. Bye.
And yeah, police is quite a bit away though. The soccer game that the kid's playing is only like half an hour, probably more to go. Let's call him Soccer Jerry. Continue his yelling.
No, okay. I'm just gonna
after
like
15 minutes or so, a police car shows up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some distance.
Filming the altercation, just in case.
That's fine. You take no further action besides, trying some arguments, which he does not seem to be particularly inclined to listen to. After 15 minutes, the police show up and also try getting Soccer Jerry to comply. Apparently,
we pay taxes.
They know, they know of him. And after 5 minutes of the cops getting annoyed, they decide, why don't you step over here for a minute as we ask you some questions and do a breathalyzer test? We suspect you might be under the influence of something. Now, after 15 minutes of the cops dealing with him, the soccer game will be over. Soccer Jerry will be removed from the kids, and regardless, it will, at that point, be over. and this will be just another police incident. Do you guys stick around to see what does or doesn't happen to Soccer Jerry? Because the cops take him in the police car and talk to him for a while. After that, it's as if it's a drunk guy and the cops are taking him home for being a public nuisance, and they're checking to see if anyone wants to press charges, but many have already taken their kids home at that point.
I stay around to see that he leaves with the cops, but that's it.
He leaves with the cops.
All right. Then I followed where the rest of the party went.
Very well. You go to the Beaver Creamery.
Yay! It's so difficult to like the length to which this went. I was like, oh, I kind of want to burn a conviction because you wouldn't introduce something like that if it wasn't supernatural. But I'm also trying to play this not like D&D where the GM introduced this
I thought the same.
for a reason. So
Well, you're
we
not
could've-
wrong,
yeah,
but also I know you
could've-
too well.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I don't want to jump at everything going, this has to be lore important, so let's fixate on this one guy.
I totally forgot I took the point of awareness. Should have just rolled that.
I'm trying to play Victor as
because you
not
never rolled anything. So
Yeah.
Okay.
one roll.
I'm trying to
just
play
for
Victor
Peter.
as not latching on. This guy was introduced. The spotlight is on him. Ergo, he must be supernatural and important to the plot with a capital P.
But
Yes and no.
yeah.
But yes, go ahead and roll your awareness. Roll me perception awareness. Rolling
3.
successes. Yeah, you try to get a good sense of what the fuck this guy is. You have more than enough time to study him as he's doing all of this. And on close examination, you realize that this is just some fat autist who is way too into his sport and doesn't give a shit about how others experience things or for concepts such as children playing at their own pace and growing at their own pace. And probably the police have dealt with the same asshole dozens of times already, and it's not worth the restraining order. It's just the town asshole that some people have to live with. Thank God he chose something that can be mitigated just by yelling advice.
it's a bit disheartening. But
We should introduce
all
him to football discords.
He's probably on all of them. He's the mod.
I was about to say he could be a moderator or one that would occupy his day.
He types in all caps.
Next is Reddit. All the wrong opinions.
This thread is locked. Why? You started talking about a player I didn't like. I'm not going to say that's the reason. I'm going to say it's because you broke Reddit.
Who disagree
Okay,
with
well,
the
now
mod?
it's Soccer Jerry, the Reddit mod.
Yeah.
But yes, that little
You'll be fine.
experience aside,
Yeah.
dairy farmers manufacturing plant right next to the Beaver Creamery.
Yes.
What do they sell in the Beaver Creamery? All sorts of dairy products, I suppose.
Oh,
That seems
would
like it.
think.
Wait, what? Hold on. The fuck is this?
Ooh. The video.
Hold on, are those rubber chickens? What is that? They're like
that's
sock
anim-
puppets or
like-
something. Never mind.
Yeah, puppets.
I'm
Gloves,
crazy.
yeah. And a cow. Ooh, is that
Anyway.
a menu?
You take a little stop at the Beaver Creamery
Yeah.
to discuss the things you have just seen. for the purpose of spotlight. In case of doubt, Victor, you have the spotlight to take the lead, or toss it to someone else. But if you don't like it, you can just say, "Hey, you, what do you think about this?" and then sit back. Just toss the improv ball to someone else. Just yes and this shit.
He turns to Peter and goes, "Kitten, would you go get us some food?" Most of
all
my
right.
bags.
What would anybody like? You liked no. You went full protein, didn't you? Looking at looking at Bruno.
Yes.
I mean,
And you liked salads, right? Looking at Victor.
what? I'm not a vegan.
Oh, but like, is a salad? I remember you
want the
eating that
burger.
once. Okay, right. All right. So one burger coming up, and Marcus was the steak kind of
I think
guy.
they have a burger.
Hell yes.
Yeah. All right.
I want a burger.
I'm checking if they actually have it. At least they had a picture of it. Sandwiches, pizza.
Even if
I'm
it was a
taking
salad
pizza.
house in America, it probably has burgers.
The salad is burgers.
Yes.
I think they just call it a sandwich, but it looks very much like a burger on their menu. It's very cheesy. Yeah. Anyway, we eat. They have a menu.
Yeah. Just checking. Yeah, I'm taking a pizza.
Yeah. I don't think they have pizza.
Um,
Oh wait, they do.
Yeah,
Barbecue
you
chicken.
told pizza.
No, I want
Why
barbecue
would they
chicken
have that
pizza actually.
Wait, where are you even looking for the menu? I mean, it
The
doesn't matter.
creamerutah.com.
Well, I mean, is that just the creamery in general, or is it the Beaver Creamery?
Oh,
And
no,
never mind,
I
they have
googled
pictures of Target. I don't know why
Yeah, no,
I'm even
I
surprised. It's like, oh
googled-
yeah, ice cream store. What do you have? I mean, if this was in the Netherlands, it would be 99% just cheeses. Just cheese
Oh, yeah,
as far
no.
as the fucking eye could see.
Oh yeah, no,
Here,
the
like, also
front page is
burgers.
just cheese. Yeah, no, the
Also
front page is
ice
just
cream.
cheese.
Also, whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of cheese. But yeah, no.
You see, they
All of that
is
is
not
probably made of
me.
cheese. Look at
But
this
anyway,
cheese
my
taco.
point is, I do have salads. Huh, look at that. Oh my god. $15 for bacon chicken Cobb salad? What the fuck? Why is
Yep.
food so expensive these days?
Barbecue chicken pizza is $14.
Classic mac and cheese 10.
Yes, I keep forgetting the dollar slightly.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce topped with oven roasted chicken, bacon, red onion. There's chicken and bacon in this in this pizza.
I mean, sounds good. But yeah, the point is
Yeah.
that if you're paying that much for it, then it better make my beaver cream or whatever innuendo pun we can make with that.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the food aside, you all get some food, miscellaneous cheese platters and whatnot. That looks good. You discuss the events. Yelling guy,
Yes.
shadow figures, miscellaneous leads about Utah. You now have, in fact, let me just write it down just so we're all on the same page. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Utah. Leads. See, pick, and stuff. I described. 1 leads 2. Yelling guy. 3. Shadow giants. How are you describing those guys? I think shadow giants is how you call them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 big black giant.
Yeah, I like
shadows.
Shadow Giants more, okay?
Good. Well, with that in mind, what do you discuss and what's your plan? The thing you talked about initially from this was also the Bigfoot.
Sasquatch, yeah,
Yes,
exhibit.
Sasquatch exhibit of recent sightings. Sasquatch.
I kind of like both of those lake monsters. Those seem intriguing.
Yeah, it was weirding me out how many of these things were lake monsters, because there's the Bear Lake Monster, the Great Salt Lake Whales, the South Shore Monster, which is a lake monster, the Water Babies, which is a lake monster, the Utah Lake Monster, Old Briny. It doesn't say lake monster, but I'm going to assume that's a lake monster.
I mean, you gotta teach children to stay away from the lakes so they don't drown. So
suppose.
every single lake
Yeah,
has a monster.
And then the other three are Big Hairy Monster, and Big Hairy Monster.
It saves in swimming lessons when you just tell them not to go near water.
I suppose. Just don't go near the water. Why? Is it because I can't swim? No, it's because the monsters can swim.
They will eat you.
We can run away from the North Shore monster. It's not very fast on land. Oh god, it's 10 times faster in the water. Also, it's like, I don't know what this first one is, like a weasel snake thing, and then a horse lake monster, and then a dog lake monster, and then a baby lake monster, and then a whale. Just a fucking whale. Just a regular ass fucking whale. But
They're
yeah,
not supposed to be here.
well, that is true. I don't know, maybe someone blew up a whale at some point and they landed here.
Yeah, blew up like a blow-up doll.
Yeah, I mean, you remember that happening in Oregon, that there was a beached whale that they packed a bunch of dynamite under, and then they blew it up, and then it was gone. Maybe it got launched through the air and landed here. Hey, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to not have my own tangents inserted into you guys talking about stuff. Peter, you have the spotlight.
So yeah, what were you talking about? You found some stories about lake monster? He's using a singular. Like, can we go and check that out? Hey, anything in Zion National Park?
I think you gotta specify
Why?
who you're talking to, otherwise the other players will all just sort of stare at you going, are you talking to me?
Yeah. We can't see who you're looking at.
Yeah, we're not at a table. That makes it easier.
Yeah, it's just that I don't know
Can we
who
be at a
who
table?
did the
I don't know, pick someone.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, Victor was listing them during the ride or before we came here,
Sure.
I guess.
Yep.
Which was me looking at that picture of cryptids of Utah and listing them all and peck shooting them down one by one, going no.
and since you mentioned lake monster twice, that's
do you want to go for the
Peter.
doggo one or the bear one? Or maybe
Is
the
it doggo one?
tentacly
We already found
snake
the
one
killer
that looks
one.
like a hammerhead.
Let's go for the dog one. But anything in Zion?
I don't know. I was just looking at a poster of stuff that
Okay,
are supposedly here.
I go to. I search the internet for folklore Zion National Park.
What's with your fascination with that particular national park?
I heard it's beautiful, and we could check it out while going there.
I like to think that Peter actually has no idea why he currently is thinking about Zion National Park so much.
It's because mommy told him to go there, isn't it?
Yeah, but imagine he just
doesn't-
forgot.
Oh,
For
okay.
some reason, he just wants to go there.
It's
Yeah.
All he knows
probably,
is now, I want to make a video about Zion National Park.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! His mom is a muse. Dating.
true. Damn it, we have to kill her.
So is Peter a
You're the
teacher?
one who always told that we don't have to kill everything that's supernatural.
It's
Come
true.
Your mom really inspired us to do this. She did? Rack shotgun. Shame.
It's because Pex will be like, damn it, mom's gonna die. Sounds supernatural to me. One way to find out. No, human brains.
Oh.
Sorry, was wrong.
Well, well, the Sasquatch is there, so
Oh,
why not go there?
yeah. I mean, sure. Let's maybe visit the exhibit first.
Yeah, we can't let your we can't let our money fountain run dry. It's been a while since you did a video anyway, so
Yeah, okay, that's fair. You want me to pose and look pretty again?
I mean, I'm not sure if we can make it look pretty, but
Well, you know what I mean.
Hey, I was
not
supposed to ask. Hey, Bruno, weren't you in one of my videos earlier? Should we be careful about,
That is a good
filming
point.
you again?
I guess that's
They're supposed to
the
be
fair point.
dead, he says quietly.
Easy to
I
forget.
mean,
As all the cameras in the Beaver Creamery
I'm not me
turn
though.
around.
It's true. I mean, we have him disguised. He doesn't look like Pex anymore. He's bald and clean shaven and
He looks like Soccer
Clean
Jerry.
shaved. Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
it's true.
Time to get pumped up about a random sport.
Yeah.
If
You know
need a
ping
false
pong?
identity.
Fucking people never play ping pong as they mean it.
Yeah.
Always
I mean,
getting washed up by the
sure.
Asians.
Same guy.
What was it?
Yeah.
Zion Natural Park. Victor Googles. Tries to Google
Yeah.
the national park.
Zion
There
National
are
Park.
many parks. Let me-
Oh, the one that he mentioned.
That would be Zion
Zion.
National Park, which is something you drove past actually earlier. I say past as if it's not, a huge distance away. So, landmarks. There is St. George, where you entered the state. Then on your right would be Zion National Park, as you drove over the 15, which is this whole area, which is a stretch of canyons and mountain ranges. Then there are Signal Peak, Big Point, and where did you drive it? New Harmony. Where was the other mountain range where I pointed to and said, look, there's thing,
It was a black something.
black something, Black Ridge? Somewhere along it. The problem with Utah and designating a specific national park is there are many mountain ranges. There's a mountain range over here, mountain range over here, massive amount of mountain range and whatnot over here, more over here, more over here, and then until you get to these flats where it sort of goes into the Great Salt Lake flats over here to the north, there's just a fuck ton of mountain ranges. Even besides, on the sides of the state, there's more. Utah has a lot of national park area.
Yeah.
So if there is, a supernatural creature in the national park area, what that most likely means is they are in the entire state's national park area, because there is nothing separating this. There is no natural barrier that would block them. If they're in Zion, then they're also over here, and also over here, and also over here. Most likely.
True. Beaver was over there.
Depending, of course, on what you're exactly dealing with. But, you know, the research step by step.
Yeah. As Victor's looking into the Zion thing, does he see all the popular creators that were mentioned that have already done videos of Zion Natural Park?
Yeah, granted, that was a few months ago. Although, if you search for Zion National Park, there's actually a very large recent influx.
Yeah, okay.
As in the last year or so, it seems like it's become a really popular place to go. Many, on the topic of, look, I retraced the steps of Fallout New Vegas. And some stuff about a famous Mormon preacher who was apparently in that game that people thought was really badass.
Victor points this out to Peter and goes, I don't know. I mean, if you look at this, there's all it's quite covered. Unless you want to be a bandwagonist and sort of look like you're following the trend of the year, I'm not sure if Zion is actually a good place. You might want to try something else just to be a bit different than everyone else. Zion's sort of well used.
Yeah. They've done like I don't know, they've just mentioned the folklore in a passing or something. What I want to do is like focus on it for once, have a good tour of weird stuff happening around here.
Okay, but don't you more like want snippets of text for that rather than go in there? I mean, what kind of a video are we talking about here? Are we doing your usual nature stuff, or are we doing... I thought you didn't want to do a supernatural channel.
I did. I've been doing it. I actually have a couple of videos already with Jeff. I hope his name was Jeff. Anyway, his editor. Eric. Was it Eric? I don't know. I do have
his
it.
editor, I believe his name was Eric.
Yeah, I think so too.
We didn't give him a picture, but I suppose I can give him one since he has become a recurring character.
Yeah.
No, Mike. At least I've written it down as Mike.
That's my
editor.
I think. Wait, I have roll 20 open. Wasn't Eric?
Well, if you've written it down as Mike, then that's fine. I don't know who
then.
Eric is then. I vaguely recall an Eric.
He was probably one of the first ones with the house. I want to say one of those guys was Eric. Either the guy who went missing or
Surely
the guy
you've
who
written
was
it
his
down.
editor.
I don't want to accidentally go back through this thing.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Okay, well,
if Peter's...
his editor is named Mike, right?
Yeah. That's what he
Great,
said.
editor Mike.
Yeah.
I just realized this guy looked like Asmongold, but that's a side thing.
Oh no.
So anyway, your editor. Why would you wait, you're not even calling him now. We're just referencing him. Why did we even bring him up?
No, it's like
It's
so
because
yeah.
they are doing supernatural. He sent a couple of supernatural videos to him, or about the second channel that he wants to make. Because Victor's question, like, you're a wilderness survival YouTuber, you didn't want to spread out the supernatural stuff, and now you want to make a video of it? Like, what the fuck?
Are you calling?
What are we doing?
Are you calling him?
Sure, I'll go ahead and call. Like, where are the videos? How are they coming from the,
Great.
tunnels underneath? What's the city?
Portland.
In Oregon, Portland. Yeah, that and No, that's so far back.
I mean,
they're
that's
probably
already so
ready.
far back. Yeah, Mike would even at that point yell at you like, "What are you talking? No, we need new footage. Why didn't you record anything while you were in Nevada? All I've got is desert footage. What am I supposed to make a story out of this?"
Well, have you ever been to Nevada? Whatever is there, else than just desert?
I
That's all
don't.
there is,
That's
man.
your job to figure out. Just give me some footage and a story I can sort of piece together. Do you want me to make shit up? I'm not doing AI. There's already so much AI garbage out there. Have you seen our analytics? We're in the trash right now.
What are you talking about? It's just another channel. Why is everybody writing
When you split
me on
your
my
channels,
analytics?
you lose like half of your viewers because they don't follow you there. Like, we've been over this. You weren't listening. If you make a new YouTube channel, people just don't watch that one unless you pump out very consistent stuff like over a period of half a year. I've put new tags on stuff, but you need to really give me something interesting and not just vague allegations. Do you have footage of some supernatural creature? Because I can actually work with that.
It's like, you really think we just find supernatural stuff? Actually,
I want you to
of
give
course
me
these
some
are just
footage that I
folklore.
can bullshit into a story. I don't know. What was your plan here? You wanted to make a new channel focused on cryptids, you said, but what are you expecting to just go somewhere and find footage of an actual Bigfoot? That's not how it works, Peter.
No, it's not. But I can. Well, how about I'll try and find some way to get other kinds of funding. Like, of course we create tourism, right? So
No,
maybe get some
They
local.
don't care. Like, we talked to them. They don't care. They pay us nothing for stuff like that. Yeah, we'll contact you later when the political climate is different. Look, I've told you before, the analytics all indicate that right now you either need shorts of something that goes really hard, of something you can clickbait people with. So I need footage of some actual monstrosity or event or fucking car crash, something I can spin into a story. You know, something with people yelling and the police being involved. Or
Oh, damn it! Could
What?
have used something earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But how's that? Like a short?
I mean, people
not-
don't actually give a shit. It's all dopamine. I'm pretty sure that the kids that watch this just put it on and then scroll through a 1,000 of them at once. It'll be a while before YouTube decides that the algorithm isn't actually worth it, but until then, they are paying throughout the nose for this. Have you seen how well the shorts are doing compared to your regular videos?
Yes. So, especially the.
Okay, no, you
The
didn't. Otherwise, you would immediately
wheelchair.
agree with this on this. It's 10 times the numbers, Peter.
Really? 10 times? Why would people want to look? I don't know. It's just.
I don't understand the kids either. It's just that
Well,
this happens to be
okay.
what's making money
Arts.
right now. The only thing that's doing better than that is the live streaming.
Well, I'm not doing that. Let's say that. Okay, let's agree.
Well, you
No
should
live stream.
consider it. I don't know, strap a GoPro to your head and just leave it running the entire time or something. Have you seen the 24/7 channel that America's Wild is doing?
They have something interesting in it? Wildlife?
Well, no, but there's at least 1,000 people watching all the time because it's just nonstop relaxing wildlife footage. People hoping to see some critters running around or something special happening. It's not a lot of people, but it's 24/7, Peter. Do you know how much ad revenue that is?
A lot, I guess.
Yes, a lot.
Weird. Okay, so.
So we can multi-stream it. You put it on YouTube and also on Twitch and also on Kick and also on we tried to put it in Odyssey, but I think they're blocking us right now due to some TOS violation. But that's not the point. Multi-streaming allows us to get so much different revenue from this, Peter. You don't understand. I need a non-stop footage stream. We need to let's try it for at least a few streams. I promise you will be swimming in cash and influence this way.
Okay, I'm not doing that. It's so difficult to manage that. What? I'm gonna wear a GoPro live while I go to the
Do you
toilet?
have
No
your
way,
GoPro
dude.
on you right now?
Oh, sure, with me.
Just turn it on. It's not that hard.
But it's... I don't know. That sounds crossing a line. I'm not comfortable.
Whatever. Fine. If we don't pay the bills this
But
month,
shorts,
then
okay,
you will hear
shorts.
from me again. Yes, just get me something interesting. Something
All
a
right,
little
all right.
pizzazz that I can clickbait and make thumbnails for.
So, shorts like, see what I had for breakfast?
Whatever you have. I'll try to make it work.
Okay.
Just get me footage of something interesting, please.
Okay, sure. Sure, okay. I'll get you something. I'll text you the first thing I actually get something interesting.
Sure. He hangs up.
Anyway. Eddie. Doot. Yep. Okay. Hey, Victor,
Yes.
you watch, that YouTube stuff. So
I mean, occasionally.
are short? How do shorts work? Like,
He
I
takes
posted a
out his
couple.
phone. He takes out his phone and shows you a couple. You just, when it ends, just start scrolling for more. Just skip the ads.
Okay, but what happens? That's not even funny. What the?
No,
What's
that's
the
when you
point
skip
of all
it.
this?
Yeah, no, if
Okay.
it's not funny within the first within the first 10 seconds, you just skip it and then go for the next one.
Okay.
See, the point is it needs to be explosive. It needs to attract your attention immediately. If it's boring at the start and if it doesn't look like it's getting anywhere, you just skip it and then you go for the next one.
Well, my editor asked me to get some shots of something exciting, like police coming in. What if we'd filmed
How
the
do you-
earlier?
I mean, I would do
cops coming
if
in.
I were to do that, you would need. I mean, maybe if you had a short about something exciting that then leads to the actual video that shows the rest. If you make it a teaser, like an appetizer, that sort of makes you want more. Maybe. Like, I don't know. Did we film the whole Sigini thing? You could have a short about that running towards us. Or something, and then we could, I don't know, you could send the materials to your editor and he could figure something out with that. If you want a supernatural channel, then start with a bang.
But we can't just expose countless people to supernatural, to actual supernatural. How the
No one's gonna
hell would-
believe it. They're gonna think it's AI or it's, a guy in prosthetics. It's gonna feed to the crazies, the superstitious and the conspiracy theorists, and everyone's gonna go like, "Oh, that looks really good." No one's gonna believe it. Not on the internet.
Well, time to pull up the drone footage, I guess.
Yeah, use that. I mean, at least you're gonna start explosively.
Hopefully,
Although I
this
think
actually
you
turns.
you really better have something good to follow that up. I mean, at least consult your editor. He knows the internet better than I do. But
I mean,
yeah,
I usually just send stuff to him, and he picks it anyway. So it's fine.
yeah, great. I mean, especially if Marcus managed to film us driving away from it. I mean, that shit would be like from a horror movie.
Okay.
So,
I go with
Creature
my
like that.
brilliant plan. I go with my brilliant plan to Marcus. Like, hey, Marcus, I got the greatest idea. What if we just, pull out everything supernatural we've ever filmed and just, send it to my editor, and we'll make a YouTube channel out of it. It'll get us money to actually
That
fund
sounds like a really
food.
bad idea.
You too? Oh, damn it.
I mean, I'm
'Cause-
assuming we're sitting by the table in the creamery at this point because we don't know where
Okay,
else to
sure,
go.
Okay, sure. So yeah, like, bad idea. Well, I was
Yeah.
hesitant too, but people don't even see it as the monster, right? So it's just
I
fine.
mean, no, it's on the
I
internet.
think like we should like kind of keep it like
Easy.
what would be a good like example like if everybody knew who Batman was, Batman would have a very hard time doing his job as a Batman.
I mean, you don't really need to show everything. You can
Yeah,
ask
we
the
need
editor
to
to
create the
remove half
material
of
and
it.
censor a lot. Maybe lie
I mean-
about where it takes place.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, just a
write
dark-
write up stuff
Maybe
and
cut
then
out
show
the
some
stuff where you-
footage.
Maybe cut out the stuff where you call each other's names and whatnot.
Yeah,
Well,
just
first
make
of
sure
all,
that we're not introduced in it.
Yeah, we are not in it. Any like noticeable landmarks are away, and we just like it's a dark road with something running in it.
Important question: how much do you actually trust your editor?
With his
Oh,
career.
well, he's a good guy. We have great relationship and everything.
And how long have you been working together?
Since the start of the channel. It's been years. Like, I think 5, maybe 7 years.
I would be a lot more confident if we would like do the edit ourselves, not to let him do it. He can like of course make it look good, but like maybe let me to cut the stuff out. That would be dangerous.
Yeah, sure. If you like do a pre-cut and then we send the rest of the stuff to Mike.
Yeah,
Either
that sounds
way,
good. And
we need his money. We need Peter's money. So
and by the way,
just
Peter,
up
would
the
it be
channel.
possible that to make myself a bit more visible on your channel, like maybe credit me or something like that? Well, I have like a son of that age who would think it's cool.
Sure. Yeah. I'll send the information to Eric. What do you want? So your actual name?
Yeah, I
Connected to this?
think it's fine. Like you are there with your own name, so and we aren't doing anything illegal, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
am I
And
to
we want
understand-
something right now, I guess.
You are. So we are going to send actual footage of actual supernatural stuff with our actual names into YouTube for everybody to see.
Yeah,
doesn't have his
but
name.
I think that the key is that we would need to make it to be not actually looking like it's really true. Like leave a lot of doubts on it. Just maybe like there's channels who can like who are debunking stuff, you know. Maybe like in the way that they would have trouble like debunking it easily. Give a little bit of like a doubt on it. But I think that we should like put some comedy on it, make it tongue of cheek. But it's really difficult, I have to say. Like, would be a lot safer for us to just do nothing of that kind.
Well,
I mean, I
rather
think-
than
I think you-
hypothetical, you have
I think-
footage right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to send that? Edit that? Like you have the footage when you had the Stakimi running after you, or when you
Yeah.
were with the gangs and monitoring them in the mountains.
Victor goes, we don't want to send the house footage though.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were camping and never in the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it might be a bit too soon of sending the one with the owl because there's a real fucking gangster who are very interested about that stuff.
What's this? Your real names? In an incident where we lost several good people? Revenge time.
We're trying to.
How about the UFO stuff that I bumped into accidentally, the film we were looking for? We could maybe do an edit stuff out of it. I know that the feds were interested about that one, so that's actually also risky. So,
So let's just
Also,
we start cut Marcus doing a pre-edit cuts everything connecting to us specifically on the video, so we could just claim that it's footage that we found, right?
yes, and maybe we can film a couple of shots of what we are faking to be looking for clues in the forest, something like that, in between shortcuts.
And then have something I'll ask Mike to make it look well. Mike's a wizard with this stuff, so he could make it look like different cameras have taken the footage. So maybe that's the way to go.
and I mean, do we want to go for comedy or do we want to go suspense and leave it up to the viewer to? Do we want to go sort of hinting that something like this might be existing without the whole
Comedy is
Bigfoot-
better. Comedy is safer for the public.
Yeah, but I mean, but for your channel, comedy is all well and good, but how do you combine comedy with that with the Stegini, for example? If you want engagement, I feel like you should go for suspense.
Well, sure, suspense, but
make suspenseful and exciting, something that really strikes or tickles that primeval fear at the back of your head. That sort of makes you go, maybe this is real, probably not, but what if? And it leaves you wanting more. It's that sort of poking a scab and going, does it still hurt? Sort of thing. You kind of can't stop doing it. You to really pull people in. If it's a comedy thing, I feel like on YouTube people will go, haha, funny, and then skip, and then they won't remember it. But if it's something that sort of tickles that dark part of your brain, it might be something they come back for more to see if there's more of this sort of, it shouldn't exist, it kind of terrifies me, but it excites me at the same time.
So, may I ask why aren't we just filming new content?
Because we don't have any yet.
Don't we have a lot of channels doing that already? All the ghost stuff, in the normal TV channels. Let's see which of these is the most successful, and just copy their concepts basically.
Right. I mean, I think we should leave that to Mike. He's the professional here. But I mean, I could throw in some obscure lore, write it in a way that doesn't immediately ring with the smarty people, they just get stuff that we know and then put them in a YouTube video, but some guesses, some hints of it is believed that, and sort of kind of stuff that he can then put into a deep voiced voiceover over the video and then post pictures and stills and maybe a bit of clip with, for example, the Stegini running after cars and stuff like that to portray the speed and stuff like that. Make it an exciting thing. Something you want to watch under the blankets in the night going, ooh.
Just work.
All right, but long story short, you want to keep an eye out for some footage that isn't just you in a tent going, hey guys, I'm here camping.
Yeah, the problem is we don't have time to just stay put a lot of the time.
But if we get this going, it would actually be good for us. No need to find some quick and dirty jobs like acting as a Disney clown in a street or like doing a job for gangsters. If the channel would become famous enough to get income for us, we could actually focus the hunting.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that with YouTube is that you get quickly forgotten. So we would need a lot of footage and constantly.
Yeah, we have it. I could. That's why I wanted the two different channels. Like one is for when we have our time off. I have time to go and like
the wilderness
film
stuff. Well,
wilderness stuff, and the other time is for this time when we're actually moving.
Why not
Right.
combine them both? Like, for example, right now we saw the 3 big shadows. We can go. Well, we can get camping supplies, maybe some. Ask around about if people know what those are, and then we can go camping. If nothing happens, then you get a wilderness video. If something does come up, you get a video for the other channel.
Yeah, that was my idea
Both.
too. Yeah.
Great.
With that in mind, that you will attempt to do this. Also, you linked something about Zion National Park and paranormal activity a while ago, but we'll pick that up next time. The plan for now is, you gotta keep your eyes open for something, and whether or not you actually make some footage with that is fine. Just know that if you end up having no footage whatsoever, it might result in your income being seriously hampered that way.
Yep.
That's the important takeaway. However you actually end up presenting something is fine, but just camping and nature footage isn't gonna cut it this time.
Indeed.
As for other stuff, back to the larger plan, the cryptid-related plan, the hunter-related plan. Your plan next time was to go to the Sasquatch exhibit to see the recent sightings. The yelling guy, for now, doesn't seem to have anything. Maybe other yelling guys show up. Who knows? You spotted those shadow giants. You're probably going to pursue the Sasquatch exhibit, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's the.
Sasquatch into the giants. Yeah,
Let's see.
at least for Peter.
Yes. Now, let's see. If here, the Sasquatch exhibit was in Provo. And let me just verify that I can give you alert, story, and whatnot. Let's see. An exhibit at Provo City Library delved into the alleged Sasquatch sightings in Utah, presenting a collection of stories and timelines for visitors. And then we have this. I'm just going to put this in the link here as well. Where I'll just read it out. Salt Lake City, have you ever seen larger-than-life figure walking through your neck of the woods? A Provo exhibit seeks to explore Sasquatch sightings in Utah. Tales of mysteries and unexplainable can be found throughout the Beehive State. Utah is the Beehive State, FYI. I don't know why it's called that, but not for now. It involves Bigfoot, lake monsters, ghost lore, lost love traditions, said local folklorist Danny B. Stewart. Stewart has collected 400 pieces of original folklore on his own throughout the years. I get great satisfaction when I find a new story, because I know I've found something I can preserve, Stewart said. It's what inspired another local, Logan Wolf, to trace the steps of the Sasquatch and create a historical timeline for Bigfoot in Utah. I'm not a Bigfoot hunter by any means, said Wolf. I mean, we've got so many great state and national parks, I think you get removed from civilization and your mind just sort of starts to wander, Wolf said. The exhibit wanders from a Siach spirit found by the indigenous. I was in contact with the Southern Ute Nation, and it's not Bigfoot or Sasquatch, it's Bigfoot-esque, said Wolf. Dozens of sightings in the past 5 decades. Wolf tells there are more stories he's dug up than he can fit in the Provo Library, each tale of the elusive creature captivating the Utah mind. One such instance in the Provo Hills in 2019 earned its spot on Wolf's Wall of Sightings. A Fox 13 news report on the sighting, at the time amassing 1.6 million views on YouTube. I'll also link that here. For some fucking reason, can't do that on stream, so we'll do it afterwards. For context. Whether they're real or not is a question that doesn't concern these experts. I don't care if it's true. I mean, I do. Of course, we'd all love it if Bigfoot was true. The idea of reality, I think, lies a lot more squarely in our experiences, said Andrew Kosarok, who spoke on the panel Friday evening that was tied to the installation. They say it's those feelings that can stay with someone who sees Sasquatch that connects us as a community. We tell these stories over and over, and we pass them down generation to generation. Oral history that Logan Wolf put to paper to help leave a big footprint on our collective culture. My posture with this is not to come down hard one way or another, just to let people see the stories and the timeline and come to their own conclusions. The exhibit is only found this weekend, and then we'll relocate to blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
Oh, well, there we absolutely have to go.
Yeah.
With that in mind, the information you find there is also similar to that. That is the news story that sort of links you to that, and also partially of what you will find there. I don't have Wolf on hand right now, but we'll pick him up next time, and he will tell you that, most importantly, that in the recent months, sightings have just skyrocketed. Like, it was, some years ago, and then it slowly went up, and then recently it's just constantly. So there has to be something out there. But we will go into that next time. Anything that we need to immediately write down as a lead so we don't forget?
Big shadow giants spotted.
I know, I have that stuff here.
Yep.
Sightings
Other than that,
have skyrocketed in recent months. Right. Did anyone have anything else for today's session? Going once,
Nope.
going
Not for me.
twice. All right, then let's call it here. It's a whole bunch of hours.
All right.
Hope you enjoyed tonight's session.
yes.
Did.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you.
Definitely in between, but always enjoy spending time
Yeah,
with you.
those are important.
The in-betweens are
Exactly.
important because it sets the direction, and if you guys don't pick a specific
Absolutely.
direction, then we end up somewhere else. You guys could have said, yeah, we immediately go to Salt Lake City and investigate the lake monster of Old Briny. Like, okay, well, I guess it's not about Bigfoot today, then. And I'm in the background going, yeah, there's a Bigfoot sighting. We don't care. Old Briny. Yeah, okay. This is...
La 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 la, no bigfooting. Brainy.
And you don't know. Maybe the thing actually is about Old Briny. You don't know. Yeah.
Ooh.
You're going to get to Zion and you're going to be like, where's the Bigfoot? And there's just a multi-armed snake monster there going, blah, 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 blah. Who then turns into a wolfman. Yeah, you don't know.
It comes after Pex, who's
the
turning into a
previous
Bigfoot.
thing about Nevada wasn't about what you thought it was either. That was, oh my god, what the fuck, Roll20.
I mean, in a way, I guess. In a way, it kind of sort of was. It turned out to be skinwalkers. Partially.
Where did they put it? Oh, here it is. Fuck. Blind. Like, just because there's a bunch of stuff on here doesn't mean
True.
it's the way you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, the cactus cats were found. It was
Yeah.
kind of about them as well.
Well, yeah, but when you arrived here, did you think that was going to be connected to fucking skinwalkers and gang warfare?
No, no. The cactus cats were mostly like, ooh, let's go see that.
You were doing drugs. You just happened to stumble on them. It does. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, we're done for now. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.